whose uh, whose holy water is rather unique. The holy water they get that's blessed because it acts like a healing potion, uh, which signifies probably that there may be some sort of something going on. Uh, there's a bunch of different ways that they suggest that you can get involved. Maybe a noble wants to find out if there's a holy relic below the church, etc. And since the priest of the church doesn't mind people walking around, you'll eventually find there's a large hole that leads down into it. It used to have a staircase. It was a hole that was built there that basically led into the catacombs. And one way or another, your characters go down into these catacombs with ropes, and then the ropes are promptly cut.
Crash.
Yes. So then, yay, fun. We'll get to some of those details. Another time. But I'd like to know the marching order of everybody that was going down into the pit. So who went first, basically? Who went first? Who took?
Who would have been like the thief or rogue in this group? So usually the rogues always go first.
So what in the overall goes first?
Let's see. All I know is that my fighter would take up the end of the rope, and my paladin would probably be a lot closer up front, but not first.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. Just wanted to know. Anyways, I'll move you guys over to the map
Yay!
that you'll be starting on for the dungeon. Yay! You guys are in the very center of the map. Everything else, of course, should be faded out because you can't see things yet. But there we go. That's the basics. You know, you're now up to speed on a lot of stuff. Let's see. Now then, here's
Okay. So what do we see?
Well, one, it's a cold, dark dungeon, and the floor is covered in a thick mucus-like slimy substance. And you hear holy sacraments being said upstairs, outside the pit. Dun dun dun. Dun.
What exactly are these religious sacraments that they're doing?
Well, to start with,
I probably can't tell.
Religion checks for anybody that's trained and can make it. The half elves of the inferior race go first. Yeah, it has a torch. You have torches. Torches are important. Okay.
So, like, what exactly is the light situation like?
There is no light except for the light coming down.
So dark vision would not exactly be all that helpful.
Correct. You'll need torches to actually light the way. Now then, I would like everybody to roll. I'd like everybody to roll a D100, and whoever rolls lowest gets to be the designated luck check for the party. So Lana, Ko, Tai. I think Lana's the designated luck check, guys. Okay, Lana, congratulations on your new role.
We're all going to die, aren't we?
We
I
ain't
don't
dying
know.
yet.
Lana, roll me a d12. Yeah. No, Lana, roll a d12. Okay. So then, as you guys are getting down to the pit, the spirited chanting, you're all wondering what the hell just happened. You can see the priest standing at the top of the pit, and he shouts, "Thank you for speaking with our Lord." Uh,
What lord?
I wish you luck in the sacrament. About that point, you can see, if you look, something coming around the corner. It's big, it's amorphous, and it's oozy.
That's something to run away from.
Yes, it is. Now then, it. Uh, eh, so, first up, you guys see where it is. Actually, I'll roll a. Lana, roll another d12. Let's see where it is. Uh, it's actually coming from the south, not the north. There we go. Isn't that nice? Isn't that
Does
nice?
it look like it's advancing menacingly?
It's advancing hungrily.
I think we should move.
So the other news is, so you guys can see it. You can all roll initiative for all your characters. We'll be keeping this initiative uh, until you guys are out of sight of the creature, or something else happens, such as a death.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. It's a spooky, scary, gloopy monster.
Switching between these screens is going to be annoying.
What? No.
I'll just keep it on my name instead of switching that way.
Yep, don't worry. I'll look at your sheet and see what you did wrong.
Were you clicking on your token? Because you have to do that as well.
And code's gone quiet. Okay, I guess, okay. Okay, there we go. So there's the initiative order. So it goes. First up is everybody, the fighter. You see the gloopy gloop. It's advancing towards all of you.
All right. She moves back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes aim.
Okay.
And let's get to where that is on this thing. Wrong character. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Well, that's it for me.
Don't worry. It's now its turn. It's gonna gloop gloop. That's the fact that if they had advantage, they'd get to take the 24. Yes. Or if they have disadvantage, they have to take the 13. They didn't have either, so it doesn't matter. The Gloopy Gloop is going to advance up, and it's going to gloop on the redhead. Don't worry. If it hits, it's not bad. Oh, hey, it missed. Miss Redhead's alive. Lindis, it's your turn now. The Gloopy Gloop's in front of you. It's big, it's gloopy, and speaking of which, since it's technically there we go. Yay. It's technically doing a 4x1 and code's gone. No, code. I'll just temporarily move code's images then.
He's not even in the Discord.
Yeah, he left the call. Code. No, code doesn't love us anymore. Round the corner where? Yeah, she can still see it from there. Okay. Yeah, you chilling touch it. Okay. Yeah, you have chilled the Goopy Goop. You you've made it you've made it colder. Now then, it's the rogue's turn. The rogue that's safe behind other bodies.
And if I want to stay alive, I keep it that way. But all I have is a rapier, so
I like that you guys are just going right for the fight.
Yeah, my character at least was somewhat smart and decided to move back.
Yay, Gloopy. Yay. Oh, yeah. This is. Yay.
oops, I forgot.
No,
I
we
forgot
can't.
it's what you call is it for rape? Dexterity, because
Yeah, you gotta select it for Dex, not Strength.
here it is.
Yes.
I think it's time for us to move.
There are certain ways to get around this thing's regeneration that are built. Yeah, there's certain things that are built into the module. There's certain other ways that you can get around it by, again, the whole feeding it things. Certain magic weapons that a low level party wouldn't have can also negate its regeneration temporarily or permanently, like a paladin's Holy Avenger. Yay!
So we're fucked right now.
I mean, there are ways. You just got to survive. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, now then it's Slutty Fighter. Yes, yes, I mean Molinda.
Oh boy.
Molinta. Monta. Monta. Monteleone. So I got it right the first time. No, Ronnie's gonna swing at it. Okay. When it gets to her. But I'm still waiting for Molinta's action. She gonna
I
retreat?
just took.
Molinta, not Morani.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, it's fine. I mean, currently it's got an arrow in it, and it's just been blasted by magic. Okay. Malinta, it is going to take the fact that you're running away from it, and it's going to swipe at you. Yes, the crossbow misses it because it goes through the squishy bits. Oh, hey, it misses you too because it's rolling poorly. Don't worry. And then it's technically Berena, and then it's Marini.
All right.
I believe in you.
Which way do I want to go? Up.
Crossbow bolt misses as you dash away from this thing as it swipes at where you were.
And I move up there.
Okay. Then Verini hits it with her sword, and what's Verini gonna do? After hitting it with her sword.
Line of sight.
Your sword
Run like a
into the
bitch.
goop. Okay, where's she moving to? Okay, I will off attack you as well. Yay! And it still misses. Yay! Okay. And then it's back to Walter.
First, I'm going to jab it, then I'm going to run.
Okay, so Walter's going to go, haha, step forward 1 square to jab it, and then step back. Yay, Walter, I believe in you, go! Walter misses too. You stab and it oozes around where you're stabbing. Now, where are you moving to? You have 5 more squares of movement, or 25 feet. Yay! And luckily, it's already used its 2 reactions, so it can't swipe at you again. But now it's its turn. 1, 2, 3. It can now unrelease its size and expand to its full size. There we go. Good news, everybody.
This is good. It has reach now.
Well, I mean, it already did. It's just it was being smarter than you'd expect. It's gonna swing at Walter because Walter tried to slap at him. Oh, hey, it missed. It is not rolling well at all.
Wouldn't it be hilarious that this entire evening nothing can hit? Like nobody rolls like above a 6 or a 7.
To be fair, you've hit it a few times. You've hit it once, technically, with a longsword swing. So you chopped into it, but that wound's already healed up. Let's. Actually, no, it's only healed half of that at most. But yeah. It's regenerated. Now it's Lindis. Lindis, I believe in you. Why do you? Congratulations, Lindis. You're by yourself.
Run those elven boobies away.
Be right back.
Boobies, yay! Elven boobs. There we go. Yay, Lindis. Okay. Does it pass? It does. So, which becomes 3. Yay, resistance to all magic. Yeah, yeah, again, one part of written by a person that actively basically writes in the opening of every module, basically fuck players. The one for this one, which the module is called The God That Crawls, he talks about the fact that players should expect dungeons to be bullshit and monsters to sometimes just be impossible for players to beat because that's part of the risk reward of being an adventurer. It's not that adventurers are heroes trying to strive to do great deeds.
Sometimes they're a bunch of murder hobos looking for something fun.
Yeah. No, they're always murder hobos, regardless of their moralities. You know. not the most fun. Anyways, hey, also, when does it? Since you're running away, it's going to op attack you. Does it hit? Uh, no, because you're a draggy. Yay! Your natural AC helped you. Otherwise, he would have hit. Yay! Yay! Then then it's everybody's archer. The archer
Sorry, my
got first shot at it. Yay! What are you gonna do, Miss Archie?
me run, keep running like a bitch.
No, not you. The archer that first shot at
It's
Kiri's
not
other
my
character.
turn. We're at the bar.
I
Oh,
skipped
okay.
you by accident. Yeah,
All
so
right.
I'm doing you now because I. Yay!
Let's actually set this thing up so I can just actually be on the weapons instead of show all, because that's getting kind of annoying. Thunk.
Thunk. That hits. There's
Alright.
another arrow now in it. There's two. There's an arrow and a sword, and some crispy bits, which are already healing off.
Alright. And as a
Yay.
quick free action, I tell the paladin that you go right, I go left. And doot doot. Could you kind of reveal a little bit of this area here?
Yeah, sure, I'll reveal it. As you go down, you go into here,
3,
and you
4.
get to there. You can see that it ends in a staircase that goes down deep into the dungeon's
5,
dark
6,
depths.
7. Okay. And free quick. That was like a. Oh, that's actually just a bit of the shadow there. Never mind. Possibly. Was this like a bit of like a shadow as well, or was there something there?
No, this.
Okay,
Just wall.
that's what I thought. And final
you're
action,
fine.
set of stairs. Here. That's it.
Yay! Stairs! Oh, speaking of which, because the boob mage
So,
is here.
quick question.
Boob mage. Boob mage
Perspective-wise,
downstairs.
is that up or down?
Down.
Okay.
They're all down. These are the crypts. The temple was built on top of the crypts that were built and into a hill. Don't worry, Lindis, you'll be fine. Now then, it's the Pally's turn. Paladin. Paladin.
Okay. I'm going to go.
If you have technically, you have a paladin and a druid. You just need one more person. So, and you could kill the thing by just killing
Yeah,
through
that
yourself.
can't be done, unfortunately. So, 1,
You're almost there.
3,
You just
4, 5.
don't worry, Lindis is
6.
fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Probably a no, but I can't see what's at the base. What's going down the stairs, can I?
You see that it continues down another level.
I guess she chucks her torch down there just to try and light up the area.
Yeah, okay, let me just check that area. That is number 4. So I'll illuminate that on the next level for when you guys get down there. There you guys go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you guys. Yay! You'll all make it together.
Except Linus, who will be in a different part. That may or may not be the same.
Malnida, also, you get to go. What are you going to do? And then it will be
Just call it the archer.
Marini. Malinta. What's Malinta gonna do? Gonna fall back? Okay, she actually puts a crossbow bolt into this thing. Yay, and then she moves away. And then it's Marini's turn. Yay, Marini.
I have no
She'll
choice
just
but
breeze
to run
past the
because
paladin. It's fine.
no choice but to run because Walter's in the way. So
Yep. Yeah, just move where you're going to go. Okay, you're all going to the left. Okay. And it will op attack you. Hey, it actually hits for once. You take.
wait, when I chainmail, it doesn't hit.
No, that hits.
How so?
It
Okay.
has a +7 to hit.
Could you maybe put that down?
I mean, I'm going to put it down now that you guys know it. Now that it's important. But there was certain little hints like the fact that the thing like, oh, hey, the 16 missed, but this hit. But now you guys know. Also, yes, but yeah, there you guys go. This is an old school dungeon crawl, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry. Now you guys know it's a +7. And it does a d6 +1. So you take 3.
All right.
Yay. That hurts. You get slashed by a whip of slimy slime. Okay, what's your HP?
I think it's 20.
Which is why that health HP bar is
Uh,
so nice to have.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should
use it.
probably do that.
Yes, you should.
First action should probably.
It's especially nice from the DM's perspective as he can see that health bar just get lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, but it would be since you're what's Marini? She's a fighter, so she's actually
What's what now?
she's a fighter. Yeah, so she should be D10s, and that means she's got yeah, she has 20 HP. There we go. Isn't that nice? I can't edit her Marini's token to put in her HP. Or the other token. Can't edit any of the tokens for some reason. That's weird. Malnida. There we go. Yay. You're fine. Yeah, Marini. Yeah, you get a little bit cut. And then it's back to Berena. Berena, it's your turn. Are you going to shoot or are you going to double move? It's got cover now. But you could find out what's down those dark and stormy stairs. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oop. So this is my question: who is going to be following her down the stairs?
At the very least, my paladin will be. I suspect the other two.
Okay. Melinta and Marini, are you going to follow her down the stairs?
Oh, fortune's raised the board.
Okay. I'm just going to put all 4 of you together. And Walter, it will make an op attack on you as you, and actually will swing at you too, because when you run away, will be after it makes its attack. Oh, wow, I missed both times. So, Walter, you can actually catch up with everybody else. Now then, I'll, and Lindis, well, what are you going to do?
Well, going down the stairs.
Lindis, our elf mage. But oh yeah, she's.
Yeah, it just happened to be that it was. It was just happened to be the turn order was still on me.
Yeah. I'm just making sure because I'm going to be turning it off for right now
New map?
because there we go. One new map. You're now no longer on that floor. 7. You're at 7. Yay! You guys are at different parts of the dungeon.
Oh boy.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Oh, have fun.
So
We will remember you,
look, guys.
hopefully.
Look. You're safe.
Well, guys, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Is the slime after us?
I just
You
assume.
don't know.
I'm
You run
assuming it's
downstairs.
after us. Let's keep going.
Good point.
And
Let's
keep the
go.
voice down. Just in case it can hear us.
I'm a thief. I was always meant to keep my voice down.
Yeah.
My partner over here is pretty much loud and proud.
Oh, I'm fabulous. And meanwhile, Linda's, you go down the stairs and step into a hallway. Linda's.
Be right back again. I'm about to get some food.
Linda's. Oh my goodness, Linda's. You see something that glitters gold near the hallway's edge. Glittering gold. So Lindis, since everybody else is going down the stairs, we know where they're going because they don't want to be where Ooze is. Are you going to go to the left towards one area, or are you going to go to where there's loot, or are you going to go to the right, which you know opens up into a bigger area as well? Where are you going to go? I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
So which way are you gonna go? Left or right?
Lana, left or right? No.
Oh, nuts.
We've lost. No. Okay. Lana, it's okay. We'll miss you.
Oh, shit.
Real life things happen. Well, if you make it back in time or something else happens, we'll cut back to you. We'll just put your characters together. Aw. And we'll see if the others
All right.
survive.
So those two have entered suspended animation.
Yes, just like Codes, because Code left
All
you.
right. Keep going.
Yep.
Deplorable
Well, that
said codes
sucks.
asterisk hugs asterisk it's okay.
Okay. Oh, yay, yay.
Alright, I'm back
Okay.
with food. What I missed.
Yay. I was also waiting for Ty to get back. Anyways, yes.
Just you and me right now.
Yep. So the two of you together go down to the third floor.
Yep, third floor it is.
Yeah. There's only 3 levels of the dungeon. There's going to be a lot of going back.
Why do
and
I get the
forth.
feeling this is going to be like a Scooby-Doo episode?
Oh, no, that's silly. So we know who's leading the charge. We know who's in the middle. We know who's at the end. Also, speaking of which,
Theoretically, it should be...
because you guys are going down the stairs, I need you to make me a dex save, everybody.
Dex save, okay.
There's a reason. When running from the monster, players need to make dex saves on the stairs because they're covered in monster slime.
I hope to God the DC is at least a 14. Or at least a 13.
Well, I need also your fighter to make one, Ty. The rogue's the only one that failed.
How ironic.
Well, the plus side, now that you guys know about it, hey, rogue, you take 4 damage.
Boo.
You all watch as the rogue slips down the stairs when you're going down the second step running from the monster because of the slime, and you all hear a sickening crunch, which you're pretty sure is his ankle.
Alright.
So, Ty, first up, there's for your rogue. Yeah. So, Ty, I'm going to explain. The snail represents the fact that because you have a dislocated ankle, your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
So if you had... Alright.
Not... Yeah. I mean, you can still outrun the monster once it approaches you, but, you know... It
Would
hurts.
lay on hands help with this?
It will heal the damage, but to actually heal the wound will take more than just that. It'll take, a full long rest.
Question,
Yeah,
how much...
it's,
give me a second to do some quick math. Question.
Yeah.
Ty, how much does your character weigh? Total weight. Items and weight.
I mean, you need to slow it down a bit.
Well, let's see. I only have a rapier, a short sword, and my leather armor. So
He's relatively light. You can,
yeah.
Okay.
or you can just slow down the group's movement speed.
So,
You're still going
okay,
faster
so
than the
theoretically I can't shoulder chuck the rogue. My paladin can't shoulder chuck the rogue and move it full 30 foot.
They can too. I'll say it's 25 feet. Because you have your armor on and stuff. So it's not the easiest thing to do. But yeah, so you guys can see the markings of another staircase and a
so
more
it's an
open
option to
area.
work with. Okay. Does my skill in this? Even with your injury, I think you'd probably be the stealthiest. Let's just move. Okay, guys, let's just move like maybe at 20, like a little bit slower, so we can at least not make as much noise. Let's go into the area where there's no slime, because maybe there's something there.
Good idea.
Yep.
This thing would let me do that.
You can move your area. Okay. You get over there and you find loot.
What does it look like?
Well, we're gonna find out because it's a random loot table, and since Lana's not here, your designated luck check Now goes to Kiri. So roll me a d30.
Just straight D30.
Third. Yep, just straight d30. Let's see what you get. What type of loot do you get? Kiri gets a 12. That's 12. What's 12? 12 is a potion.
What does it look like? Can I tell what kind of potion?
Nope. You're not a wizard, so you cannot tell.
Does it look like it's trapped in any way around it?
Nope. It is just there is a dead person there, or rather, the remains of a dead person there, and there is a potion amongst the stuff. The only thing that's usable.
Does the body have some kind of indicator of maybe how he died, like if a trap just was set off, or like he got?
It looks like he was probably one of the dead that was mounted into the wall.
Oh, so it's
okay. You're in catacombs, and he basically broke out from age
Okay.
and just smashed into the ground, and the potion was buried with
I'm
him.
going to take that potion and give it to Barana.
Yay!
Mysterious
yeah.
potion.
Yeah, you guys have two options right now. You guys can go.
Well, I don't feel like going back the way we came down. I guess we have to go up the other way.
Especially with all this.
Okay, as we're going up the stairs, let's not. Can we just try crawling up the stairs instead? We won't be going as fast as we could, but at the very least, it'd have a little bit more stability.
Well, I mean, now that you're not running from the creature, you'll be fine. The slime only will make you slip when you're running down.
And these are going up. Okay.
Yeah, if you're running up, it's more likely that you'll just, slide back down into the creature, which in itself would be
Too bad.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, oh hey, there you guys go. You guys are gonna make it out with good timing. Yay! Back to the next level. Yay. 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 You're all gonna die down here.
Possibly.
I mean, there's a distinct possibility of that happening. But I'm sad. I was hoping Lana and Code would be here. Because then we'd have a full party, which would make this way more fun because there's sergeant traps here. I'm gonna just state there's at least one instant death poison. Anyways, you guys are coming along, and this hallway, it's a long hallway leading to a staircase. There's a bunch of tombs buried and mounted into the walls. Hey, there's a mural depicting this guy, this guy, this guy, and 3 of the murals are broken, which have spared loot onto the ground. Kiri, roll me 3d30.
Together or separately?
There's loot. Together, 3d30. Because it's 3 loot caches. 13, 20, and 20.
I'm guessing if I rolled the same, I'd just re-roll.
No, you can get the same thing. To be fair, you got another potion of the unknown.
Potion
Don't
goes
know what
to
it
Paladin.
is. It seems to be the same type of potion. You got a 20 and a 20. 20 is, ooh, hey, wonder what it is. It's 1 scroll.
I give her the scroll as well.
Yep, it's 1 scroll of Burning Hands.
Burning Hands, okay.
28 is, hey, 2 more scrolls and jewelry. Ooh. A jewel worth 1,000 silver pieces. So, a good 100 gold.
And what was that other scroll?
Well, two other scrolls.
Alright, so one was Burning Hands. What's the other?
They're both magic missile. So you've gotten 2 scrolls of magic missile. Anyways, yeah. So as you're collecting all your loot and you're making to the end of the staircase, you made it down to the other end of the hallway as you're picking this stuff up. Like, wow, this is just it was broken out. This place is really in bad repair, almost like there's a slime monster living down here.
And as we're down here, I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can maybe hear movement, like if slime is coming around.
Yeah, you can hear movement, all right. So here's where we get to the good news and the bad news. You could totally hear the squishing, squeaking of slime just throughout the entire thing, almost like it's echoing throughout it. And you can still hear the holy prayers from upstairs.
Ugh.
Yay. Now roll me a d12, because you're the designated luck check.
Alright.
Roll it. Yep, okay. Okay, roll it again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I'll just... Oh, hey, there we go.
Did this thing, kick up for anyone
there
else?
we go. No. It kind of, but not really. Anyways, so it's on the second loot cache on this level. The second one. The slime can't ooze between the levels. That's the good news. It has to come in. So,
So
you
it can't
guys...
come through the walls.
Yeah. But the good news is, since it was following you previously, that means it attacks you from behind. You guys didn't notice it because it's mixed in with the slime trail. But as you're getting to the third loot cache, it surprises you.
Uh-oh.
You rolled a natural 1, which means it surprises the party.
Oh god, where does it show up?
Luckily, since you'd previously come from a route, and it's not been that many rounds, means it's going to come from behind, so it's going to attack Walter. Look, Walter, it's
Oh.
for you! And it hits!
And it hit.
Yay, Walter, it likes you. Or maybe it likes how you taste.
I think I jabbed it one too many times.
There you go, Walter, take 4 damage.
All right, down to 8.
Yeah, Walter, you're fine. Anyways, that's its turn, so now it's all you guys, and you guys can all
Run.
run.
Run like hell. Yeah, no
And these are
hero,
going
run.
up. I'm guessing another dex save.
No, I think those are actually... Are they going up? Let me check. Maybe... yeah, those are going up, so
Okay,
no
thank
deck
God.
save. That's the good news for all of you.
And the bad news?
Oh, you're going up.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, you guys will get away from it. It's not like it can, hunt you down with
I don't trust it.
impunity.
Keep running.
Running is probably going to be our best strategy at having chance of survival.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys burst up onto the... So I want to point out that it's probably a good 50 feet between each level. So, it takes a bit before you guys burst up onto this level. You burst up and you're back up here and you're in a new hallway. You're down here, guys. Yay. Yay, you're over here. And you can see more loot.
Just quick grab. I'll figure out what it is later.
Roll a d30.
Whoops.
That nice sapphire.
Whoops. Sorry, I just did the 3D one.
Yep. I will take the 13, so it's another scroll.
All right. I'm not gonna bother taking a look at what it is. I just give it to the paladin and move on. We can figure out what it is later.
Okay, you guys can move yourselves. Okay, first up, there's...
At this point, the paladin is just going to be holding onto the thief.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys see 2 areas to explore. Yay, 2 fun areas.
What's down here?
Hey. Oh yes, so this is room 110. The ceiling is covered in flecks of crystal which shine when any light is cast on them, so the torch produces a sparkling, glittering glow across the ceiling.
I'm going to drop my torch. Move out. Maybe it'll be distracted.
No. You need to make a wisdom save first.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry, no, intelligence save. So roll intelligence. Good job, Kiri. Don't worry, you're fine.
Nope.
Kiri, yeah, Kiri. You go blank. You are going to begin to sing.
Oh God. So she's just going to start singing?
Yeah, she just starts singing while looking at the ceiling of that room. Yeah, you guys can all see your companion just staring up at the ceiling singing. Madras seems to be out of it.
The paladin takes her rope. Grant, she kind of turned it into a noose, just chucks it at the fighter just to drag her out.
Okay, you drag her out.
Does she stop singing?
You guys are going to be... No, she's going to continue to sing.
Well, I used a noose to try and bring her back. So, just tighten it up a little bit, so maybe to get her to stop singing. Maybe she'll stop singing?
You'll find out one way or another.
Looks like...
I'm
guessing it's a dead end this way. Alright.
Yeah, it's a dead end.
Another set of stairs.
So here's the good news. You're now moving at half the speed of that. So yeah, yay, you guys are moving at, about the same speed as the god now. Yay, until she stops singing.
Let's just move.
What are you talking about, Kiri? I mean, it's almost like you're worried or
Yeah.
something.
Well, one who stopped singing and one whose leg is broken. Yeah, it's gonna be a long dungeon.
I mean, your leg's not broken, Ty.
Well, string.
Okay, so that's 7. So you guys are gonna pop out over here. Hey, more loot.
Don't have time.
What are you talking about? You have all the time in the world.
Listen, I'll grab it and go. I have to. I'll have to stay behind anyway.
The paladin steps out. The fighter, the rogue, and the other fighter. And I'm going to pull you guys onto basement level 2, because that's where you are.
Okay.
Look! Okay, wait, now I can actually expand this a bit more, because, let's see, you guys can see this, so you guys can see that this continues down here. You guys can see this. You guys can see this. You guys can see 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Yeah, so you guys can actually see all the way. You guys have found one of the biggest central hubs of staircases.
Yay for us.
And you've already, and look, 2 more loot caches. Oh, speaking of which, make me a god encounter check. Roll me a d12.
Straight up to throw.
Hey, you're fine. Okay, and then roll one for each of these other
that's,
caches. Well, Ty's checking the one, so he rolls it. So he's doing it. So Ty rolls those. Yeah. Yay!
Is it possible for my character to put like rip up a bit of a sack and just put it into the singing elf's mouth?
Yes, you can.
Basically trying to gag
Okay,
her.
Yeah. So you guys ran away. So the god's like slinks off to go look for Lindis wherever she is. And then it's like, wait, is that singing? Oh, sweet, singing. That means food. Anyways, roll me a d30 twice, Kiri. Yay! What two more loot items are you guys gonna find? Is it gonna be food? Oh, 26 and 7. Is 7 what I think it is? It is!
Why do I not like the sound of that?
It's 95 silver pieces.
Wait, that's it? No murder death machines?
Well, now that's 7, and 26 is. Yay! Another scroll!
Figure out later.
Yep, and a jewel worth 250 silver pieces. So that's 2 jewels.
It'd be strange if one of these scrolls actually could kill the monster.
Yeah, it would be. Anyways, so you guys are
What scroll was it?
in here. You don't know.
So mystery scroll.
Mystery scroll, yep. So Walter, you're checking this one. Yay, guys, on the plus side, hey, here's the good news. The monster can come from 2 different angles this time.
Shit.
So it could attack the paladin or the fighter. Luck roll up. D100 for Ty and Kiri. Who is it going to target? Luck roll off. Luck roll off. I think Ty's not gonna be getting sniped by the monster.
Ouch.
I just love that he's like, oh, this monster's super slow, but then it basically gets off-screen teleport serial killer powers. Hey, what are you talking about, Kiri? It's fine. That hits.
Yeah, wait, what was it again? No, I
It's
mean,
only
what
gonna do 2
exactly?
damage. It's plus 7.
What was my character's AC?
Where's 20?
So meat doesn't help.
Yeah, meat means it hits.
Shit.
If you meet something's AC, you hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it only did 2 damage though. So, ow, you're a little bit beat up. But on the plus side, the elf stops
Oh my
singing
God.
now. Because the moment the monster shows up, the singing stops. It attracts the monster, but then it stops. Yes, there's literally just a trap in this dungeon that causes somebody to sing until the boss shows up, and just,
Okay.
that's fair and balanced.
Well,
Yay!
since it's
Okay, yeah.
right in front of me, I'm going to cast as a bonus action, Wraithful Strike.
Okay.
It also needs to make a. Why is it not showing the rest?
No, it's showing the DC.
Ugh.
It's fine.
Well, I wanted to scare it away.
You failed, didn't you? Hard.
Well,
Yep. Now make your melee attack with it.
Yep.
Yay! Melee swing into that monster. Plant. Yeah, you'll still do a d6 psychic damage. Yay! That's 10. So you've cut it. You've cut the monster.
Plus
Yay!
D6. Really?
Yay! You cut
And it
it.
did a little bit of psychic damage, which probably doesn't really have a huge physical impact on how it looks.
Then are you gonna run away?
Bravely run away.
Yep. And the elf can now move normally again. Yay! Okay, so we'll all protect the paladin as the paladin runs away and hits again.
Ouch.
Don't worry, paladin. You know it's only going to do 7 damage this time.
Jesus.
So 2, then 7.
Okay.
Hey, that's fine. You've only taken 9 damage. You have healing.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
assume
everyone, run up the non-slime
you're-
stair. Maybe.
That's the stair you just came
no,
down.
the one right here.
Oh,
The non-slime.
Sure, okay. Yeah. So your first movement's there. Now make your second movement. Speaking of which, as you're running down, you can see that there's another staircase over here.
Did not see that.
Yeah, I mean you don't see it until you run past it. But yeah, so when you get here, you can decide. Do you want to go this way or do you want to go this way?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by the toe if I want to go. Left is 1, down is 2.
Down is 2.
Oh,
Left.
okay, left it is. Left it is. We're going left.
Okay, so you're going down 6. Okay. Ty, your character's actions.
Run like a bitch.
Okay, so are you guys going to? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and Walter's moving. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Walter can get to there.
Yeah, about to say I know. Noah should still get double move action, even
I
with
know.
purple.
Yeah, Walter's like, guys, we gotta get out of here.
Yep.
It's fine, guy. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like you're. Come on, guys. What's
scared.
the matter? You can.
We're scared of it.
What? The fact that it's not taking any real permanent damage or anything
Yeah.
from your hits. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
The fact that he took no permanent damage. The fact that we don't have a cleric.
Or
The fact that 3 of us is already injured.
I mean, everybody's injured in heart. You're fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Probably a bad thing.
I mean, to be fair, you have a chance once you get some rest and to heal up. You have the ability to.
Assuming we can find a place to do so.
Kiri. You won't.
Yes, we won't.
But I mean, there has to be a safe place from the creature.
Outside would be my guess.
Oh, hey, Kiri, look, you found one of the long hallways. On the plus side, oh, hey, Kiri, there's a ladder here.
Is it going up or
ladder.
down?
Oh, really?
Down. It's fine, Kiri. Also, more treasure. Roll a d30. And then roll a d12. Let's see if it teleports in on you. It can't. It's still chasing you. But so that's actually the good news, is you can get the treasure without any issues. Oh, and it wouldn't even matter because it wouldn't get there. There's the good news. Yeah, 8. What's 8? Scroll. So that's another scroll of unknown. Scroll of X. So you guys. So one of the things that this module really encourages is that everything should have its weight included. So those 95 silver pieces should be 9.5 pounds of silver. That jewel is a 10-pound jewel.
Okay, which one is the 10-pounder?
Yeah, I'm pointing out that like that's the thing. We're not actually going to be doing that, but I could be.
Well, thank God I'm giving it to the
'cause, you
pack
know,
mule.
Yeah, yeah.
for one, that. Two, it's just a really like again, this module is really douchey and written by a douchey guy, and that's why we're, you know, it's trying to emulate that old school stuff, and in many ways it does. It's almost like the game is called Lamentations of the Flame Princess, and the guy that wrote it is a horrific asshole and sexist douchebag whose girlfriend at the time was the titular Flame Princess, and when she broke up with him, the very next module has her being eaten to death in a sewer with her leg cut off.
Oh, that's pleasant.
That's not a, yeah, he's not a pleasant man.
Uh,
Yeah,
talk about.
yeah.
Uh,
He is not a pleasant person in the least. His game is not actually pleasant. It's basically like a cross between 3.5 and 2e. So there's that. It's also got some weird historical things. So, for example, this is from the Lamentation of Flame Princess, as I pointed out. The church that you guys are in is technically an actual like Christian church in a fantasy setting, which is weird.
Huh.
It's this weird fantasy Earth where there's actual magic. And the Better Than Any Man module that I talked about previously is the one that's just like, hey, you know what we need to include?
What?
You know what we need to include? A entire city where 3 women were given the wish spell at level 1 and used it to make themselves the rulers of the town. And it turns out that they don't really know how to handle that. Uh, because any law they make becomes binding to the town. And one of their very first laws is no weapons. And one of them is a militant crazy that won't put down their weapons. And if they all disagree on stuff or one of them dies, the spell breaks. Yeah, they're most of them are nice people, but there's the few rotten apples, and most of them don't see eye to eye on things, and it's basically just, oh, by the by, there's an insect god temple nearby, and it's causing crazy shit to go on. But this town is like a backdrop of like, oh yeah, this town's going to go up in flames because everyone thinks that the witches are Satanists. Because yeah, it makes no sense. Like, there's a lot of dumb things. Anyways, yeah. So you got your loot. Are you going to take the ladder, or are you going to continue on?
I'm just gonna quickly look down the ladder and drop a torch. How?
You light a torch, drop it down.
How far? How long? How deep?
How far is that ladder? It answer. It goes deep, 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 deep. It lands at the bottom, is what I'm saying.
All the way at the bottom of the 3rd level.
Yeah, all the way down there.
They all float down there. Let's move further on. Let's maybe avoid going down if we can avoid it for a while. Keep going. Maybe there's a way out if we just go around further.
Okay, move yourselves up to the top left of the map. You find another ladder, by the by.
Just looking at it, it's going down again, isn't it? Don't even need to...
Don't worry, Carrie. What's the worst that could be at the bottom?
El Slimo?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Not a way out.
So,
larger fly?
Ty, are you going to continue following Curie's spiraling path as his characters are rushing around?
Yes, because I need a partner, or
I mean, you have a partner. Your two characters are together. I mean, you're all a party of 8, but you know, you've lost 2 of your own. Well,
They're
4 of your
somewhere.
own. They're just lost in the dungeon. Yeah, Lindis is being looted by something. Obviously, is those wobbly jubblies. They just attract looting.
No. Separating the party is a bad idea. Look at Linda.
Yeah.
I mean, you're assuming that Lindis isn't enjoying themselves.
Well, let's keep going. Is there other ladders or anything as we keep going? Also,
Oh yeah.
what is
Flip
this?
yourselves over to the right. That's just the center point
Okay.
of the dungeon. There's one on the. Basically, they're to help for when you're copying
Okay.
it down. But since I just literally clipped them from the module and just put them up in Roll20, I didn't need to use those. Anyways, yeah, okay. So here's the good news. Move yourself all the way to the right, because there's nothing there until you guys get to. Hey, look! More treasure. Who's gonna pick it up? Yay, Kiri picked it up. Kiri, are you ready to find out what you found?
Yes.
Oh, hey, good news.
It's something that
Kiri.
can be identified.
It's 96 silver pieces. You find an urn full of 96 silver. So that means you're at 191 silver you found. And that roll for the second treasure at the end of the hallway. So put yourself way down here at the second ladder, because I assume you're not taking that ladder either. Move yourself all the way down to blue 1. Yep. Oh yeah, you're way down there,
Jesus.
Kiri. Look at you. Yeah.
Is
don't
Roll20
worry.
being slow for anyone else, or?
No, wait, it's another scroll. Let's see what that scroll is. Roll me 2d6, Kiri. What's the scroll? It's a scorching ray.
Okay.
Yay, Kiri, you found 1 scorching ray scroll.
Okay, now, as someone that's never used scrolls before in any D&D game, how exactly does that work? As, like, specific class requirements to use it, or?
Not in this generation with 5th. It used to be that it used to be way back in the day, only thieves could do it. Then they made it so it's a used magic device
Okay, makes
skill
sense.
check. And if you had the spell, like you actually knew it like a wizard, you didn't actually need to make the use magic device check.
You just cast it as if you were casting a spell, but it didn't burn up one of your spells a day?
Pretty much, yeah. Because you just were pulling out the scroll and being like, go! Though, yeah, and there you go. So there's the long and short of it. But anyways, that's the good news.
Bad news, let me guess. Roll a d12.
Yes, roll a d12. Don't worry, Kiri. What's the worst that could happen?
This?
I mean, Kiri. Kiri, it's not like something's gonna shoot out from underneath the ladder and yank one of you down. Hey, Kiri! It doesn't. It misses. Yay! Yay! You all can see. It must be trying to ooze its way
Fall
up.
back,
the
fall back, fall
ladder.
back, fall back. Everybody fall back, fall back, fall back.
Fall back to where?
Not here!
Maybe you want to keep. Maybe you want to keep going. It doesn't.
Okay,
seem
it's
to
struggling.
Be able...
It's not moving up easily. It's like struggling.
Yeah.
Charge!
You guys got time, basically.
Leroy Jenkins!
Anyways, yeah. Run past it because, well, there's one thing that you'll notice as you've been going around is that you notice that you can faintly see the light. So it must. Those hallways that you've been putting the torches down must all not fully intersect, but slightly intersect enough that it creates.
Oh boy, we are going back.
Yeah. What? No, Kiri. Kiri, you're going back down. Yes.
Charge.
Kiri. Kiri. Kiri, don't worry. So, Kiri, are you ready with the good news?
Don't have to roll a deck save.
Well, one, yes, because you guys, as long as you guys take it quickly and quietly. Uh, two, Kiri, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Kiri.
Okay, which
You're
way are
back
these
here.
stairs going? The two here.
Uh, there. One's going up, one's going down. I'm gonna reveal them right now. That's going down. That's going up. There you guys
Up
go.
or down, up or down, up or down. One is
To be
down,
fair.
two is up.
Yeah, I like that plan. I like it. James
All right, we're
Racky
going up.
likes. James Racky likes.
Move, 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 move. Up the stairs, up the stairs.
Oh,
Oh God, I remember this. Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys are going up there.
Why am I scared at you going, oh, I remember this?
Don't worry. So you guys are going up at 9. Okay. So you guys are coming up over here.
wait, what? Okay.
Because you're going up. I'm moving you guys over to where you come up at.
Are we suffering from
Walter,
kleptomania or something?
What? What do you mean kleptomania? I mean, you can clearly see more treasure.
Okay, slime goes that way. Nothing goes the other way.
Aw.
Okay. Quick grab, quick grab. Also,
Wait. No, wait. By the by, wait. I have something actually to say. As you guys are piloting out, you can see that this is a room. And wait, you don't know how deep that goes, but you can see another room.
I'm scared.
2 rooms to explore. 2 whole rooms, guys. 2 whole rooms.
I'll take the chances. Step into this room.
Move your character into the room you're checking out. 112. Okay, let's see what 112's got in store for you. The sign. Yeah, there's a 10-foot wide symbol of their god here.
Wait, that's it?
Well, it's also the symbol that's on all of the crypt tombs and stuff. And also near where all the treasure caches have been. So you're guessing that this is the symbol that was used by this temple, back in the day, like during the founding. That's why. So that's the main thing. Checking around, you're like, oh hey, and you can see by moving one of the stones that if you look, whenever you see that symbol, there's that's where the treasure caches have been. The little fallen treasure because the crypt broke open there, and you're like, oh hey, it was hidden. This would probably have been hidden treasure, a century or so ago. And this symbol was a way to tell people, look for this symbol. The treasure's
So a
hidden
hobo
behind
sign.
it. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you basically got the hobo sign, but yeah. By the by, yeah, there's like 3 different places you can get the hobo sign to tell you that treasure's there, but because of the fact that the temple's in disrepair, it's mostly worthless. There's a few that it's, but there you go. You've learned something. And there's the other one.
One second. Something's beeping. 1 second.
I can hear it. Yeah.
That was sound. Guessing a fire alarm,
well,
maybe.
Sounds like. Kira, are you gonna check out the other room?
Standing here and looking in, can I see anything? Actually, let's do this way.
Oh wait, no, yes, you can actually. You can see. You can totally see something.
And never mind, it stopped before I
Okay,
could
she
investigate.
has a. She's still her mouth is still gagged.
Kinky. You see on the left wall is a mural of a demon with its mouth agape. And on the right wall is the same demon with its mouth agape as well.
Is there anything else in the room?
There's a hole in the demon mouths.
How high up is it? Like, could I? Is it high enough to where
It's on. It covers the entire wall, so you can. And the mouth is about ground level. You could crawl into it.
That somehow seems like a bad idea. Wait, actually, you
do you
said it's a hole,
mean?
so it's like something like right here and right here. I'm looking into the mouth. What do I see as I look in the mouth?
Darkness. And a very sexy booty.
I'm gonna take a torch out and basically like inch the torch in case the thing like the mouth closes. It'll only take the torch and not my hand.
Okay. The torch disappears.
So like it gets sucked from my hand, or
No, it disappears into the mouth. No, it doesn't do it. You can still feel like the handle of the torch. You're still holding it, and the room's still lit by light. So yeah.
I'll
But
just
yeah.
push the torch in. So I like force it inside, like hoping maybe I. Yeah.
So you're just dropping it inside the mouth. Okay. Yeah, you put it in, and nothing else happens. You hear a clattering sound behind you.
I turn around.
It's the torch. It just came out of the other demon mouth.
I'm going to extinguish the flame, and I'm going to carve a very distinct marking on the torch, and I'm going to put it into this one.
Okay.
Again, I'm basically like putting it in, not putting my hand in the mouth.
Okay. You hear a clattering behind you again.
And
Once you let it go, yep,
same mark.
torch. Same
okay.
mark.
I think I've probably kind of explored the most I can do of this room.
Yep, that's all it is. It's just a room that you can teleport between the two halves of it.
Yeah. And basically, if anyone could hear her, she'd probably going like,
Speaking of which,
yeah.
You guys, as you guys are
Actually,
setting up and stuff,
quick
resting, you
question.
guys
Did we get this one or no?
yeah, you got that one. I'm revealing the ones that you've gotten, basically.
Okay, so this is like...
Uh,
Actually, also curiosity, like, is there like a door in these hallways, or is it just an open hallway? Like
there was a door at
So
some
it's
point,
just the
but it's
frame.
broken. Yeah, that's only leading into the rooms. The hallways themselves don't have doors.
I'm going to...
Because it's a model. Go. Oh yeah. So you're going to the east. Yay!
Because there's
Okay,
no slime.
You get over here. Yep. You find treasure.
Okay, and
Roll a
before grabbing
D30.
it, can we see what's on the further down?
Oh yeah, sure. You get to there, but you can tell there's a bit more just outside of your eyesight, and you can see another one of those broken caches. Is that what I think it is? Got another scroll, Gary.
Is it a mysterious or an identifiable one?
You already recognize it because you got one of these before. Another scorching ray scroll.
Scorching ray. Okay.
You got, yep, you got a lot of fire.
I'm
is what I'm saying.
sensing a theme here.
Eternal damnation will burn thee. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe fire can kill it?
Put that as a prospectus.
And look, another treasure. Roll another D30.
Before that, what is this?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Kiri. It won't be very helpful yet. Oh,
Not good.
Kiri. Don't worry. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Don't worry, Kiri. Whatever you think it is, it's not going to make your life any easier.
It's going to hurt me, isn't it?
No.
What did we find?
Well, I'm gonna. What did you find? Kiri, what do you think you found?
Something I can't identify.
No, no, you can't identify it. You
It's the
realize.
climate.
No. You realize, because carved in the door that's there, it's a door. It's a heavy iron door with no hinges on this side. You realize it's a heavy iron door that's sealed from the outside. And you've now found the exit. The problem is it's sealed. So this is how they check to see if the people inside are, consumed by their god. But hey, you now know it's here.
Out of curiosity, like, no, that's stupid as well. Stupid as well. Thought process is bad. Did not work.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what that door is, at least. I think it is. Or is that just a cave in? Because there is one basically big iron door that's like, yeah, this is one of the ways out.
Guys, I think we gotta go check the other hall.
Yeah, so is that right? Yeah, that should be right. That should be the don't worry. Yeah, anyways, you're talking about that, and about that point is you're talking with your compatriots, and you're going down, so you're gonna go right into this. Yay! 5. Guys, don't worry. Together you'll live. Or you'll die.
Well, we got no other option. Go down the stairs, I guess.
Kiri, you're treating it like it's a bad thing. It's the Dungeons and the Dragons, Kiri.
We're scared.
What? There's nothing scary in this for me.
Because you're the DM!
That was the joke. Hey, look! You guys are here! Look at that. Isn't that great?
Well, I guess we go up the stairs. Wait, is that...
Yep.
No, that's the other side.
Wait, yeah.
Nah, just quickly...
So, anyways, I want to show this. Like, literally, you go up, and then you go back to... So, you take staircase 6, which takes you over here, and then staircase 7 takes you back down. Because, of course, that's how you design a dungeon.
If somehow we get out of this, I think Barana's gonna be very, very much looking to making a bunch of nooses.
For who?
The people that pushed her down there. Actually, should just probably push them down there himself, so that way they can enjoy their god.
Yay, my god. My god is here. He loves us. Yeah, but there's where you guys pop in now.
Alright, sorry, I got...
Yeah, I hear
hello?
you.
Hi, Ty.
Alright, sorry, I might have to go. The alarm is my pulse alarm is beeping.
Your what?
That's...
My heart pump is beeping.
No, that's really not good.
Yeah.
No.
It took like 3 times already, so yeah.
So that's what
at least,
the beeping
at least
noises.
call someone to figure out what's going on.
Definitely, yep.
Alright, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Ty.
And then there were
Well-
two.
Well, yes. Don't worry, Kiri, you'll be fine. You can handle this alone. I'm gonna move these guys over here. Kiri! Kiri! Kiri, it's the dungeoning and the dragoning!
Yeah, there's always been a rule of never separating the party. We got separated very, very heavily.
Yeah, code vanished on us, I don't know why.
Lana got work.
So, first things... Yep, Lana got called in because her roommate, who's a nice person, is... yeah, roll me a d30 for the treasure you find over there. Let's see what it is! But I think the best part is you've actually gotten into some of the rooms now. Like, Kiri, you've actually... Ooh, that's actually good. You're actually starting to get into the meat of what makes this adventure just douchey. Oh, speaking of which, God, oh yes, you're in this room. Okay, so first up, let's see what the treasure is you found. 13 is a potion.
Identifiable or not?
Roll a d12.
God. Oh, God.
Yay!
They're paranoid. Their heads are on the swivel.
They don't... So, it doubles the EXP you gained from the session.
A potion of experience?
Yeah, it doesn't... It, that makes no sense, but that's what it is in the Lamentations of Flame Princess, because Lamentations of Flame Princess, how it works is you get experience points equal the number of gold that you get. So 1 experience for 1 gold earned from an adventure. So it doesn't double your money, it just doubles how much. That's why loot is super important. And then this adventure is basically, that's why it's all about encumbrance is super important because it will fuck you. And there's a bunch of things like there's a thing that you can sell that will ostracize a religious group with, basically fanciful tales that aren't true. But you can sell it for like 15,000, or you can sell it for 500 to a normal collector who won't publish, this obviously fictional account. Anyways, yeah. So which do you want to go to? There's 4 rooms to check out: 215, 26, 217.
Just
and
standing
218.
here in the hallway without entering the room. What do I see?
Love, death. It's the guy with the gun. Don't worry, nothing bad. Oh god, that's actually hilarious.
Should I be scared or not?
No, in 15 you can actually see what's in and makes 15 funny. I'm going to reveal what 15 is first because you can see it. There's a pearl in here worth 1,000 gold. Sorry, 1,000 silver. Because the god can't digest pearls. So there's just a pearl in room 215, which is not the one your character went into. Your character went into 16. But I revealed 215 because you'll notice it. Because, it's a pearl that's large enough that it's the size of
It's
your
the size of what now?
Your head.
That sounds heavy.
It's a good 5. Yeah. It's a good 5 or 10
If there was
pounds.
other people in the party, maybe. But I have to work with resource management now for weight.
But Kiri, it's only 100 gold. It's worth it.
No. I'm already I'm basically picking up everything else that's shiny. I'm scared of this dungeon.
Don't worry. Oh. Oh god, that's hilarious. I forgot. You go into the room and you don't see anything, but then you bump into a chair that's invisible.
Okay, I trip over a chair?
You don't trip over it.
So basically, my foot
it.
just hits the side and I hear the standard move sound there?
More like you hear the sound of hitting marble. It's a chair made of marble that's been turned invisible.
Do I see anything else in the room?
Nope. There's literally just a marble chair there that's invisible. So you can literally have an invisible throne.
That sounds like it would be rather hilarious to take, but that's probably way too goddamn heavy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
made of
that thing's
marble.
probably gonna be a few 100 pounds alone.
By the by, the best part about it is it's got a spell written on it that can kill the god, but you can't read it because it's invisible. Yeah, isn't that
That's
hilarious?
mean.
That is,
That is mean.
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, because you need to be able to see invisibility and have a character that's 5th level to perform the ritual, or a character that is 9th level to cast it normally because it's a 5th level spell. Yay! Yeah, but it is douchey and mean. Anyways, room 17 and room 18 are over here and here. Yay! See, because they. Oh, also, wait, Kiri, roll me a d30. More loot. Yay, Kiri! Look at what you got. It's a scroll. What's the worst that it could be?
Scroll of prepared explosive runes.
No, that would be stupid. It's a scroll of poison spray.
Of poison spray.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Alright.
So you can basically spray poison at somebody.
Okay, so looking to the left, so I guess this way. What do I see?
Yep. Okay. So first up you'll see both these things. You can make them out pretty easily.
Okay. So
So first up, on the right side, you can see a silver coin. It's embedded into the wall. It's a silver coin, but it's shiny and well lit because of some light. So you can make a silver coin, and again, it's buried 2 inches into the wall, and the wall is kind of concaved around it. So you can make it out. It's not impossible to see, and you can see that there's something behind the coin. The coin's actually like a stopper to keep it sealed in. And on the left side, there's footprints that go towards the wall and just go into the wall.
Huh. Okay, so they just go into a wall?
Yep. On the left, you have footprints going into a wall, and on the right, you have a coin being a stopper for something.
Madras is going to borrow one of Barana's javelins and, poke the wall.
Okay, it's a wall.
Does it, collapse? Does it open? Does it, maybe swing? Something...
The wall is more pliable than you'd expect for stone.
It's pliable, so it's movable, maybe? This is probably going to be a very bad idea. I wish to examine the wall.
Okay, roll me a d12 plus 1.
No whammies, no whammies.
No whammies, no whammies, and stop.
Probably not. Is low good?
Don't. Well, Kiri, your characters will find out in a second. That's room 3. Which means that you two are going to end up... where's room 3? Oh, hey! Yay! You guys are back.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is going to be hilarious.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to move you back to level 1. Kiri, are you ready for this?
Give me a second to zoom out.
There you go. The god's not there, but
oh, thank God!
Oh, that would be hilarious. I mean, I could have you roll another d12 to see if he is there.
I'm just 2 people now. We've lost 2.
Oh, I'm not going
We've
to have
lost
you
too
do it
many.
right now. But anyways, yeah, Kiri. So that thing basically acts as a portal to one of the rooms. It's now been set to room 3. It can also be set to room 1, which is the one where the god body is. Room 2 is the one that's across from you. Basically, the first several rooms are all the rooms around you guys.
Boy.
But potentially, you can also get room 13, which is where the god goes to rest when it's not finding you guys. Meaning, you guys can literally just step in on the god. You teleport in, and the best part about that is it's assumed that if you guys aren't being chased by the god's there. So you would basically teleport into the same room as the god and have to run past it. Oh, speaking of which, since you're not running, you can actually examine this room. So you can actually, because these rooms actually have treasure in them.
Oh god.
Yeah, isn't that good, Kiri?
Yes.
Yeah. So this wall's covered in gibberish.
What do you mean gibberish?
It's literal like carved in lettering gibberish. It's Elven, common. It's gibberish. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean anything. It's gibberish. And that gibberish also will tell you something else. Is you're looking at it like, oh, spider climb is useful. That's literally what it says. It's gibberish that means nothing, but to read it, you need the spell spider climb. And if you can actually read it, you can find that it says spider climb is useful. Almost like spider climb lets you get out of the dungeon. Or lets you rather get up to the church where there's 50 people waiting for you.
Yeah, 50v2. Yeah, that'll be 2v50.
I mean, to be fair, they're level 0 peasants, so they only have a proficiency bonus of 1. So they have a +1 or +2 to hit. Except for the priest, who's level 3.
Yeah. That would be a horrible fight for us. That would end miserably.
What? It's not like he's going to inflict wounds or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to examine any of the other
Okay,
rooms?
I'll examine, like, going this way.
Yep, so 2. Yeah, you have time to examine the rooms now. This time. Speaking of which, I can reveal more things. Yay! Yay! I'm just gonna reveal all of this so you guys can see it. Yay! I hope Ty is okay.
Same here.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of which, yeah. So you're in 2 right now. I'm sad we lost everybody before we got to the really good bits. Anyways, 2 is footprints.
Is it
They disappear into the wall.
poke test? Pliable? Yes? No?
Yeah, pliable, yeah.
I... No, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to get eaten. I don't want to get eaten by a guru.
I mean, the good news is you don't know where it can teleport you in the dungeon. It could be teleporting you to the 2nd floor for all you know. Or the 1st, which could lead you to the god layer. Or the 3rd. Who knows?
Where I dropped the torch.
So, yeah, it could lead you there. You step out of one of the demon mouths. What? Oh god, what? No, this isn't possible. In other news, this place is a maze in some ways.
D12 plus 1?
No. You walk into
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's just the spell to trigger this one is not active right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say why. It just says it's not active right now, and it notes that it leads to basically the 2nd floor. So basically, there's a teleporter on the 2nd floor to the 1st, and the 1st to the 2nd. So I guess it's basically the fast way to get around. I mean, it makes some amount of sense. Anyways, do you want to check out room 4 or 5?
Check them out.
move you over to 4 then. 4, yay! 4 is over here. 4 is, oh yeah, night leathers. It says, cross not the chasm to that which is cursed.
That said what?
Cross not the chasm that leads to which is cursed.
Good to know. Let's not cross
That's
any
just-
chasms if we come across any.
Tyke said look like my
Yeah,
heart
it's just written
pump
in
is
blood
back to
on the
normal,
wall.
but I still
yeah.
going to rest for the night. Just
Oh,
in
and
case.
then room 5 has got 10 glass globes. So there's 10 globes of glass just floating there. Well, they're actually not floating there, but they're hanging there from the ceiling.
Let's not touch those. Last thing I want to know is like if they. God knows, like if we touch it, it's gonna be like one of those cartoons. You touch it, and then all of a sudden everything comes down, and there's so much noise. Yep,
Okay.
I'm making a very conscious
Yeah,
effort
it's
not to do anything I can to not make noise, because they're scared.
Yeah,
To the point where
and we can
even
now get to
Barana
sixes.
basically took some like sack to put in her mouth to gag herself as well. If only just to try and muffle screams of terror.
Yeah, 7 has nothing else to note. You realize that there's basically just a map of the first floor that tells you basically pretty much everything you know about the first floor. It reveals all the rooms that are on this area. And it's got, it's been carved into the wall in 7. It takes a bit to actually read it. So, yeah. You also, it's got some other notes which basically note things like, oh, hey, this ladder leads here. You've basically you've explored the inner and the outer layer of the first floor, but not the middle layer. But hey, there's the plus side. Well, there's also the gods' chambers, but you'll see those eventually. Eventually, once the god eats you. Yay, 7 and 6, which is the one that I put you in. Around the perimeter of the room, there's 3 foot off the ground. There's a series of small holes. They're about thumb sized. They're each 3 inches apart for 280 holes total. And testing, each hole is about 6 inches deep. And buried at the base of each of these holes, 6 inches deep, is something shiny.
I don't want to risk it. It might be a trap. It might be like an anglerfish.
So the entire thing for this one is basically that it takes 1 turn for every character to remove a coin. So you can basically, if you have a party, you can spend the turns removing all the coins, and they're gold coins, or silver coins, one or the other. But they only are worth half value of what they normally are, because they're cut in half. Yeah. So it's basically a, it's at most 140 gold, which takes your party, if all 8 of you were here, all 8 of you are here working together, 30 turns, or 3 minutes.
That's too much time spent in one room.
Yep. Lindis, meanwhile, was able to actually explore over here in 8, so she's actually I want to call what number 7's noted as a map.
Okay.
And then Lindis' room has a better map.
How so?
You don't know. She has it.
She
It's
took
an actual
the
map.
Okay.
Yeah, she had the actual time because the god was chasing you guys. So, because remember, the god actually came after you guys like 3 rounds later.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the good news, is that she actually was able to get the map. So she probably got away and lived. Oh, anyways, 9 is fruit.
I don't trust things growing in a dungeon.
The vines are growing down from the roof, so you're probably guessing that they could be from the garden of the temple.
Considering who these psychos are, they probably put that in there and made it poison.
It's soft, ripe, lush fruit. It's kind of a gray color, and it hangs there from vines.
Mm. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I just don't trust it.
Oh, come on, Kiri, just roll a d8. What's the worst that could happen? I can tell you what the worst that can happen is. Many things. But roll a d8 just to see what type of fruit it is. It actually depends on what you roll in the d8. Okay, yeah. But you're not touching it, so it doesn't matter. So
What
Kiri,
would it have been?
so basically, I'm going to tell you the fruit table. So one, the fruit heals you like a healing potion, and this is what's causing the temple to get its healing water. Basically, the fruit is sucking up the water, and the fruit's nutrients is going into the water. This is why they have healing water. This is one reason why they could have the healing water. It could also be that little bits of the god are flaking into their water system. Basically, there's a bunch of different ways that it can be that they're getting their magic healing water that you guys are here to investigate. Two, if you're on the D8, is it pops like a balloon when you touch
That
it.
would be very bad.
Yes. Three, it causes the person that eats it to fall asleep.
Oh boy.
Yep. And they cannot be roused for at least the next 12 turns. Four, which is what you rolled, it would have been poisonous.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it does a d4 plus 1 if you make the save, a d8 plus 2
Oh boy.
if you fail it. Anyways, 5 is no immediate effect.
Okay.
But you start growing vines from your armpits, which bear more
That
of the fruit.
would be bad.
The fruit provides the benefits of 6, 7, or 8. So basically, you can't infect more people, but you're now growing fruit.
Oh boy.
6 is you develop sonar. It lets you use sonar so you can navigate if you run out of torches.
Thank God I've been very good with my torches.
It also makes it so that you have a +3 to encounter the god.
A plus what?
+3 to encounter the god. So basically, when you roll that d12, you encounter the god on a 1, 2, 3, or 4. 7 is you give off a sweet scent, which makes it so the god will not approach your character for the next 2d12 turns.
Okay, that's not
And
bad.
you cannot be
That's not
encountered.
bad.
Yeah, 7 is actually super good. Which is, they point out 7 could be one of the ways the father comes down here to check on the god, is that he basically uses the fruit. Again, basically randomly roll the fruit and then you can fill in. There's some, like, James Racky is a awful, horrible human being, but the fact that he basically is like, here's like 5 different things that could be the answer to the thing. That's actually interesting. The problem is that some of it's random rolled, some of it's, just inferred by notes, and also there's the sexism and all the other issues. And 8 is you heal at double your natural rate for the next d6 months. So, yay! But yeah, it's poisonous. But you didn't eat it, so it doesn't matter. I just wanted
Okay.
to tell you. But yeah, that's all the rooms on this part of the area. So which staircase are you going to take?
So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 2, 4. So there's 8 possible.
You can try and search for Lindis.
Could.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, yeah.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Go look for Lindis.
Yay, Lindis. Is Lindis alive? You'll find out. Let's see. Where are you guys? I like how it very much is a maze, though. It knows what it is, and it's like, yeah, here's a maze. Okay, and Don't worry, Kiri. I pinged where you are. You come down. Kiri, look. Look, Kiri.
I assume they're not there.
They're not there. I'm just keeping their tokens there because that's where Lana left. Code left before the session. You can. But hey, yeah, you can see a ladder.
Is it going up or down? Up. Okay. All right. Oh, and before we do that, just going to use as a quick bonus action thing, lay on hands on my on Barana so she at least can recover 8 health.
Smart roll.
That'll be. Yep. So she's at full health now. I only have 2 more points of that left.
Yep. Speaking of which,
we go up the ladder.
Yep. You're back up to the first floor now. I'll reveal everything. Kiri, look at this. Kiri, look how much treasure you're about to get.
I'm scared now.
Don't know why, Kiri. Kiri, why would you be scared?
Why did you move that?
Kiri, room 113.
Oh, God.
The God's Lair.
I'd like to imagine that she poked her head up and
You step in and you see it.
we stepped down the ladder quietly.
Yeah. The slime is extraordinarily thick here, cracking open the treasure cage in this room at +4 to the chance to encounter the god. +4. So if the god's not here because you guys were chased by it recently, you have on a 5 or less, the god shows up. There are 5 treasure caches potentially in this area. Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm just gonna hide the treasure cache because you're not
It's
getting them.
scary.
You're alive, Kiri. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, you can see the god. It's sitting there digesting something.
I go back down the ladder. A good point.
Yay! That's probably the smart move.
Yeah. I mean, discretion's better part of valor.
You know, I mean, I would agree with you.
Yeah, it's basically like
yeah. And you see a door behind you as you go up the ladder. You're like, oh, hey, there's a door. And then you're like,
does it look like?
Let's just ignore that.
Before I go down, did it look like the door was locked? Actually, I couldn't check. I'd have to spend time up there.
Oh, I'll actually let you open the door. Yeah, you can see another one of the treasure caches in here. You could open the treasure cache, Kiri. There's a door between you and the creature. It's not like it can open doors.
We haven't seen anything that doesn't show that it can't.
It also can climb ladders, which is unique.
Yeah. It's literally going to be the one... I very quietly enter the door and close it behind me quietly.
Okay. You're
I'm
now
going
in a
to
room.
look around the room before I do anything.
It says escape on the east door. And there's a treasure cache.
Escape? Oh, thank.
Yeah, it says escape on the east wall.
Excellent. I'm keeping that in mind. I'm going to quietly open the door, close it, then go down the ladder, try and make it so it looks like everything is as it was, so that way, like, if the god's back is facing us, it doesn't see things changed.
Yep, okay.
Keep
And
note of that.
you're
Keep no.
back down here. Yep, welcome back.
It's kind of
down
funny.
here.
She actually almost got out.
I mean, honestly, that's what I was going to make as the joke, is that Lindis basically took the secret exit out.
And we acted as the little keeping our monkey asses, keeping it distracted.
Decoys, yeah. So to explain, that's actually a thing that can happen, and that's one of the things that makes this adventure really, I think, kind of dumb, is the fact that So it notes that there's a secret door there that says escape on it. Uh, it makes it incredibly obvious and easy. You can actually potentially get the check right away. It leads back up to the church, so you have to sneak out of the church or wait till night, and you can sneak out without making a stealth check. But you can basically go into the secret room, close the secret door behind you, or if you know the rest of the party's still being chased, you can crack open the treasure vaults because there's
Yeah.
6 in there, and make it out with some loot, and then just like fuck you guys. But yeah, you don't want to break anything in there if the god isn't chasing somebody at that moment.
Takes up
Because
too much time.
then, well, one, that, two, with the +4, that means that you almost have a 50-50 shot each time you break one of those vaults that the god just shows up. And frankly, with a 50-50 shot, and that being a dead end, because to open the secret door takes a full round action, so you'd have to go over there, and the god can get you, and it can make 2 op attacks. If it's just one player, yeah. And it's supposed to have a relatively easy time to hit. Yeah. Yay! But yeah, so yeah, there you go. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go north or do you want to go south? Or do you want to go back to the main hall?
Let's see. Okay, so we came in through here. This is to the god. Okay, nothing else is shown, so 1 is up, 2 is down. The old flip a coin method.
Yeah.
So it's episode 2, we're going down.
Okay, hey, you're going down. Okay. So here's the good news, Kiri.
Hmm.
Look at all this treasure.
Oh gods. Oh gods, it's a long hallway, isn't it?
Kiri, that's not right at all. It's not a long hallway. Okay, so make me 2 D30 rolls. Oh wait, no, sorry, 3 D30 rolls, because there's another treasure right here.
Okay.
Let's see if you can counter the god on the way. Now roll me a D12. Let's see. God. Oh, yay, you'll encounter the
shit.
god.
We encounter him.
Yay. Let's see. When do you encounter him? So, when/where? Roll me another 2d12s.
Together or separate?
2d12. Together. 2d12. Let's see.
I don't like that.
Yay! It's gonna be a surprise round. And let's see. So, don't worry, Kiri. Now roll me. Let's see what you got for treasure from this. 17, 9, and 28. Ooh, 28's really good, Kiri.
What?
Kiri.
What? What is
Kiri. You got another 1,000 SP jewel. You know, so you've got 3 gems, basically each 5 pounds of weight.
Yep. But it's on the pack mule, so she can take the weight.
Yep, and you get another scroll of poison spray, another scroll of burning hands, and that's from the 28,
Okay.
by the by. 28 was really good. You got 2 scrolls. And the 17 is 2 potions.
Identifiable or mysterious?
I'm gonna say they're. I'll say they're just 2 healing potions. I'll be. And 9 is a scroll, which I'll say is a scroll of X again. So a third unidentifiable scroll. But look at that loot, Kiri. You can almost retire your old sword and get a magic one.
Yep.
And you can use that pearl, that nice 5-pound pearl, and meld it into a mace. Meanwhile, Linda
Barona would probably just take the jewel and just beat those people to death with it.
Yep. So do you want to go check out room 204, or do you want to go check out the staircase?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You never know.
This is probably gonna be a bad idea. 204.
Okay. Ooze drips in a sweet, viscous smell. It's a pale blue rather than the god's green. It smells quite sweet, and ingesting it heals a D8.
Well, we're all full health, so. So.
To answer your question, this is god poop.
Yeah, she's not.
This is basically if you don't have if the plant doesn't give the healing potion result, this is the thing that is basically making their water healing potion. It's literally the fact that the people the god eats, this is the room where it goes to poop, and the poop is a healing potion.
So there's a bunch of caloric files up there. They deserve to die.
So yeah, that's what 204 is. Or it's just a wall covered in ooze. It honestly says it could be either or, and I'm like, why is there an ooze monster in your dungeon and there's an ooze room and they're not connected? That's bad writing. Also, yay! Look at this, Kiri. Kiri, you found another room. Room 203.
Guess we'll take a look.
Yay, 203. I'm going to reveal that 203. Yay. Kiri's alive. I wonder if Kiri will make it out alive. Oh, hey, another treasure. Roll another D30. Let's see what you get, Kiri. Is it gonna be a 2? Ooh,
Yeah, like you're seeing the number before I do.
Probably just lag. Hey, Kiri, you found 18 more silver coins.
Yay!
Now you're at 209 silver pieces. Yay, silver. So let's see what 203 holds for you. It's full of demons.
Of course.
No, it's a cave-in. You see 3 caved-in passages are impassable. They originally led to stairs and ladders that went down to the 4th, 5th, and 6th levels, which are no longer accessible. So yes, there used to be a 4th, 5th, and 6th level, I guess. Each of these passages leaks water, though.
Ty said you two, just waiting for the drive to call back.
That seems like it'd be a bad idea. If water's coming through, there's probably water on the other side. We both look at each other and we both silently say, "Nope."
Yay!
Well, granted, they also really can't say nope because they're gagged. They gagged themselves.
Well, I mean, no, you both say no, and as you're like, oh, we should probably. Oh God, no.
Oh God!
Look, it came to visit. Yay! Hi, friends. Squiggle, squiggle, squish, squish. Look, it's got squishy, wiggly bits, and it's going to eat you. So I told you, there'd be good news.
Ty said calling.
Like,
The
look,
drive
you got
on
all this
Saturday night
treasure.
sucks
There's
for
a
all.
god on the other side. So the good news is that you can actually run and leap over the god. So you guys can make parkour checks to try and leap over the god to try and get past it.
That's gonna be what we're gonna have to do.
Yes.
What's
yes,
the
it is.
save?
Reflex. So dexterity. Make some dexterity saves. Both of them. As you run across the god. Run past the god. God. Hey, Mardis. Mardis.
That's my fighter.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me just go over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. You get over there. Speaking of which, it also gets to make an op attack. Sorry, it makes a surprise round attack on the paladin. Does it hit?
Oh, very much so.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's going to do an op attack on the paladin when the paladin runs past it, which misses. And its op attack on the fighter also misses. So the paladin takes, are you ready? Only 6. So mark down. Yay! What's the party
20.
at? He's at 20. Nice.
Well, can I put the paladin by the fighter?
Well, he did not make that
Oh.
deck save. So the good news is, what that means is 1, 2. Okay, so 1, and then 15, 25. Then do. So paladin, you get to there. Also, as you're going through it, you take 5 damage because you basically slam into the ooze, and it turns out acid getting under your armor as you splash into a slime monster is bad.
Ow.
Yeah, so you're running jump slash leaping around to avoid its tendrils. Hurts and fails. But on the plus side, so the good news is you are going to get to the other side. Make me another reflex save for Rena. Rena, we believe in you. Okay, yay! So you'll actually get through past the next round. Yay! And its attack on you, it gets an attack
Ow.
still. That hits. 2 more damage. So 2 more damage. So you're down to 13. Yay!
She's just running like a bitch right now. She's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you two.
they're both scared out of their minds.
What are you talking about? What's to be scared of?
It hurts.
There's nothing scary down here. Just an ooze that's hungry for your flesh. So you guys gonna take the staircase, or are you gonna run to the north?
Guess it's gonna be the D2 time again. Oh, I didn't say which, so we're going up.
Oh, okay. Going up. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys till you get to another staircase because I assume you guys are going to avoid taking the one that leads back to the god
Absolutely.
lair. Yeah. Okay. So you guys will pass by 2 treasure caches that you don't open because you're like, oh god, let's get out of here. You get over to here, number 6 yellow. I'll move you guys over there.
And as we're running, bonus action, heal, lay on hands. The final 2 points I can do.
There, you'll be up to 15. Yay! Now where is that? Is 6. Is it on this floor or is it on the first?
It looked like stairs going up.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's up. So you guys are over. Yeah, you guys pop up over here. I'll move you guys over there in a second. Okay. So you escape from the god in one angle, and you burst up over here.
Running time!
Yep. Wait. You got options though. Delicious options. You can see that. So basically, also because you're running so far away from it, you'll get away. For once, you actually are making it away. Bloodied, bruised. So do you want to take staircase 7 or ladder?
We'll go with staircase.
Staircase. Woo. Woo. Yay. Don't worry, guys, you're alive. Okay, Kiri. You're back. Don't worry, Kiri. There's only so much more dungeon left.
I know. Oh.
There's actually a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but hey, look, you have another staircase going up and another going down.
Yep. If yeah, and if there's time, she's gonna chug one of those health potions.
Yeah, chug it. Roll a d8.
Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2, I believe it was. Yeah, that's how. Did they? In the.
Sure, do that too. That works. Yep. Roll a
Yeah, I did.
2d4. Yeah, heal it. Yeah. So, you want to go up or down? Oh wait, also roll me a d30 because you found more treasure. And adventure kleptomania clicks in. Every adventurer has it, except they don't. But holy
boy,
shit, you got the 30.
that's either gonna be really awesome or really suck.
It's the god.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
No, but that'd be kind of hilarious. You gotta admit.
Yeah, like I said, either it'll be really awesome or it's gonna suck.
It's a jewel
Yeah, another.
worth 5,000 silver pieces. So you just, with just the gemstones and the pearl, you've made, a nifty 800 gold.
So that was worth
For this?
5,000 silver.
Yep, 5,000 silver. That's why I have the loot handout.
I'm also writing it down on my inventory as well.
That's smart. So up or down?
What do the fates decide I should do? The 1 is up, 2 is down.
One up. So you're going to take 8. Let's see where that takes you. Oh, hey, nice. Don't worry. So, Kiri.
Where do we end up?
Don't. Oh, it's nowhere bad. Look, Kiri. It's like that hallway that you guys were in this time you were on the second floor. Look, it's actually pretty much a similar hallway, but there's no loot.
Well, the only thing we can do.
Yep, and let's go down. Yay! Which is actually going to be hilarious because Kiri, are you ready where you're going to end up?
Somewhere it's going to be scary.
No.
Where?
Kiri. So, Kiri, you're back over here.
Oh boy.
So, you have now found that it just that leads around on each other. So, hey, you're back here.
Trying to remember.
This is the one that teleports
Right.
you. Speaking of which, there's a staircase here that you haven't tried.
This one, I believe. Oh.
No, it's the one that I'm about to reveal.
Well, technically, did we? Oh yeah, we used that staircase to get down here, right?
You can't. Yeah, you
All
can't
right.
in through 7.
Just trying to get my bearings.
Yeah, you entered through 7, teleported out, and entered through 8, and now can leave through 15 to see where 15 takes you. Which is
Oh god.
Don't worry, Kiri. I'm gonna put you. Oh, good. Hey, 15's actually a good place to be. Kiri.
Yes.
Kiri.
Yes.
If you look, you can see where you came in at.
Hey.
Yay! And look, Kiri, there's another treasure cache, and then another room that you can explore. Do you see where you are supposed to be?
Yeah, I see.
Down there. Yeah, I'll move you down there. Don't worry. There we go. And there, look. So many options. Oh, roll me 2d30 for your treasure caches. On the plus side, you guys got 2 routes to go down. If the god corners you, it really sucks because,
Oh my god, I just realized this is level 3.
Yeah. What
this
about
is
that?
the furthest down we've gone.
I mean, you've been down here once before.
Well, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since you guys got back down here. So that's 80. Now you're at 288 silver pieces, and 14 is also a scroll, and 10's a scroll. So you guys are walking away with 2 more scrolls of X.
Yay!
So you're all. Yay! And you're also in 305. Let's check what 305
Oh,
has. Oh, also make a perception check for both your
Sure
characters.
thing. Let me first add those in. It was 2 mysterious scrolls.
Yep, 2 more mysterious scrolls.
That's 5 of them. And make a what now? Perception, you said?
Yep. Yeah, sure. You make both characters make a perception check.
What? Wrong one. This is the right one. Wait. Again, I got the wrong one. Wasted a good roll. Oh well.
Honestly, let's see. So Madras. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. So yeah. Oh, so actually, you guys will notice it. Carrie, look, a secret.
Secret. Maybe something that can get us out of here.
Found. Yeah, maybe. Let's check. Let's check the notes of the dungeon. 305 is secretly an explosive rooms chamber. Stepping inside instantly. It's not, but let's see what it is. 303's got a shit ton of treasure in it.
Okay.
So does 304, but 305 is. Jesus, there are so many things that are in 303 and 304. Like, they actually alphabetized all the stuff that's in there. There's a lot of loot in those 2 rooms. It's because nobody can get to them. Or the god can't do.
Gods. How many
The door of this room is not locked. The secret door in this room is easily discovered. There is a dried blood puddle that leaked under the door. In the room beyond the door is a skeleton pile near the door. The old blood flows originates under it. Most of the skeleton's equipment is long eroded, but a dagger and 34 silver in coins remains. So you got a dagger.
Neighbor
And
said,
34
so did
silver.
you guys die a slow and painful death yet?
Still alive, Lana. Still alive.
Slaughter back?
You should just typed in your room channel.
Oh.
Okay, so how much silver was it again?
34.
Okay, so that is...
La Neighbor said, so still on the slow and painful part.
245 silver. Yep, you can join me if you wish. And dagger, you said?
Yay. Yeah, and a
That's...
dagger. Not magic.
Alright, that's going to Madras. She has a dagger.
La Neighbor said, I'm at work still for at least
So,
another hour
to
or
answer your
so.
question,
Probably.
so basically what happened, you guys can figure out that Thief killed himself.
Yeah.
That they must have come in here and then been like, I can't get out.
I'll go out on my own terms.
Fuck it. Yep. Yep, so there's a corpse. You can take the corpse if you want to try and raise them from the dead if you want.
Looking at the corpse, how heavy do I think it would be?
It's bones.
So that probably means a little bit more for a resurrection.
Or, a reincarnation.
Yeah, that's the cheaper route.
X1 Thief Corpse.
Mm-hmm.
This entire adventure becomes a lot less difficult if the players have a bag of holding to
It
store
would
all
be.
the loot in.
But we can't afford one at this level.
I mean, to be fair, you can be at level 3 potentially, which means that the party could have gotten a bag of holding just barely.
Yeah, if they pooled all the resources.
I mean, to be fair, a bag of holdings.
Oh, absolutely, they're useful. They hold 500 pounds.
Yep. Yeah. So you guys are gonna take and go.
Don't
up
exactly have much
13?
option.
I mean, you can go
Nope.
back the way you came, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's move you back over here. I'll show you where 13 is. So you're back to level 2. And you're also back here. Yay! New friends!
Ooh, 1 second.
Yay! And you've been down 10.
Back. Okay.
Yeah, hi. The best part is, Kiri, I want to put the best part.
We didn't fully explore this area.
No, you explored 10 and 9. You know where those go. Because you've come down 10 and you just came up 13.
We know those ones at
and-
least.
Yep. And you've come down this one and gone up that one. So the only one is the one that you haven't gone down is 12.
Oh gosh, do we want to go back down to the lair? Scary. I think we kind of have to, unfortunately. Down to the lair, scary.
Yay, 12. Back down to 12 green. Oh, hey, wow. 12 green's kind of boring. There you go, Kiri. Look at you. 2 more treasure caches. Nice little dead end. Roll those 2d30. Maybe you'll get another giant gem.
Yep.
23 and 17. 17 is 2 more potions.
Indeterminate or...
We're gonna go 2 more unknowns. So, and you're down 1 healing potion. You spent 1, and that's... And 23 is a jewel worth 150 silver pieces.
150?
Yep, 150.
If nothing else, if these
You got
girls
them a
survive,
jewel.
they'll have some very nice jewelry to show off.
You have a jewel worth 150 silver, one worth 250 silver, one worth 1,000, one worth 1,000 again, and another worth 5,000, and then that pearl worth 1,000. To be fair, I mean,
Wait, what pearl?
I said you took the pearl because
boy.
why not? I mean, the pearl's only like 5 pounds. I mean, it's a bit more heavy than the jewels, but at the same time, you have a pearl that you can be like, look at this baby. It's marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
And you can mount it on a scepter to beat somebody with. Yep. Plus, just let's see how much of the loot you can make away with. Yay! But yeah, so the good news is, you go down there and there's nothing else.
Go back up.
So you're back up here. Yep. So now comes the fun part. There's a lot more to explore. I'll just reveal this because there's nothing else really in there. In this one, let's see, because you haven't checked down here,
Okay.
so you can check down 201.
Oh boy.
What's in 201? Is there anything in 201 at all? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can make you can see the door says entrance forbidden if you want to open the door and go inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yes. Yes. Opening the door.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you ready for what you know and see?
Yes.
Roll me a d4, Kiri, because you're the designated luck check.
Uh-oh.
Okay. the door opens and you're like, hey, I can. Oh my god! You look and you smile. It's been hours, but sunlight, beautiful, beautiful sunlight, and then it
Oh
collapses.
no.
Both of your characters make reflex saves. So dex saves. Berena! No, Berena! Don't worry, it's not Rock's fault everybody dies, but this will hurt.
Yeah.
Yay, Berena. Oh, hey, Madras is okay. So Madras takes half damage. So Madras takes 7. Berena takes 14.
Ow.
Yeah. So you realize that this must be one of the ways they can check on the god. Basically, they have multiple ways to check on the god, and this is one of them. This one, if you roll higher, you have a certain number of rounds before it basically collapses. You rolled a 1, so it basically immediately collapses. But if you rolled like a, if you rolled a 2, 2-player characters can get through it before it collapses. So the 2 of you could have escaped.
Oh, why? Why did the dice have to fail me? We could.
If you'd rolled 3, then 3 people could have escaped. So one of Ty's characters could have been left behind, or rather, it would have been an initiative roll. And then we would have rolled initiative, and then the first 3 characters that got initiative would get out.
So close. So close.
Don't worry, Carrie. You're treating it like it's all over. Like you're gonna die. Roll the d12. It's not like you just caused a bunch of noise. You're fine. See, no god. Also, you hear a gong.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah. So they start ringing the gong periodically. Basically, every hour they're going to start ringing the gong because that door collapsed, and they're going to throw down food to feed the god because they want to make sure it doesn't go near that rubble.
Okay.
So they're going to periodically do that to make sure the god doesn't go towards this doorway. And so the good news is there's people guarding that door now.
Shit.
I mean, that's also bad news, but that also means that as long as you guys are smart, you guys can hunt and live in here for a few days eating animals till your torches run out.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah. Oh,
Chugging
anyways,
the last one.
So, Carrie, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Kiri? What you talking about?
She chugs
this
her
isn't that
last
bad.
health potion. Because I was at 10 health. I'm not going to survive along with that.
You still have the ability to do a short rest.
Assuming we can find a place to rest. I mean, heck, we could just hide inside the suicide room, that corpse, and hide there. Actually,
I mean, to be fair, Kiri, there is one area that you haven't checked.
Are we anywhere near that? Probably not.
Well, the suicide room? You're near there. But no, there's one place you haven't checked, and are you ready for what that place is?
Yes. What is it?
So, Kiri, you've checked all the stuff you can check without taking the ladders.
Guess it's time for the ladders.
So, do you want to take green, red, blue, or yellow?
Let's see, green, red, blue, or yellow.
Green's bottom left, red's top left.
Okay, so it's like
top
cardinal
right.
directions of sorts.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's see. 1 is blue, 2 is red, 3 is yellow, 4 is the other color. Green.
Green. Roll.
Going green.
Green. Yep, so after a bit, you guys get over here. And I'll mark it out. Kiri, look at this. Hey, Kiri. The good news is you're now in the point where you can really start looking around for clues. Look at this. Are you ready? Look at this. You can see a long hallway going up that way, and you can see your torch. Your torch is still down
I
here.
grabbed the torch and put it out.
Yeah, but most importantly, Curie, you can see a chasm.
I remember there being something about crossing a chasm being bad.
Curie. Would you really believe such scandalous, slanderous tales? Sandra would be disappointed in you.
Well, go up and chuck a torch at it, throw it past it, and see if the torch gets destroyed by something.
Well,
I'm not jumping, I'm throwing a torch.
I know. There's a see how far you can throw the torch. You know, can you throw it to the other side of the cavern?
Yep.
Let's see.
Not good.
Yeah. Okay, so you can whip the torch. Since you're trying to basically throw into the darkness and you don't know how far deep the darkness goes, you throw it about 10, 15 feet, which is still good. It's just not that it's not enough to really get you more, but you can see the other side, and as you throw the torch, you can then make out the very first torch you guys threw down as its dying embers go out. You can see, oh, there's the red ladder goes, as we're going to now call it. So you can make out that ladder barely as the torch falls into the cavern below.
How deep does it go?
Dunk. At least 50. So you're like, hey, look at it. Oh, there we go. And then as it falls down, as it just barely almost gets out of your sight of your dark vision, so it's 60 feet about. And there's crystals embedded all over the walls, which make it jagged and sharp, which will add into the pain of falling down it.
Yeah. That would be a bad idea to go down that.
Anyways, as you see it fall down into the bottom, you see.
What do I see down there?
Babies. Roll me a D100.
This is gonna suck, isn't it?
Oh, what are you talking about? 31. Okay. And I'm gonna roll a D6. That's how many? 4. So there's 124 mini gods that are crawling around there.
Yeah, I think we should turn around and just.
Good news is, so here's the good news. These ones only have regen 1 because they've eaten, basically various reasons they're a lot less powerful, and they can actually be killed by magic without needing any really powerful or crazy things. So if you feed a cleric to them, because they're actually so small, one cleric is actually enough to kill 10 of them or so. It's 10 or 20. So you can throw a cleric down there to kill a bunch of them. Also, powerful spells, so second level spells, can kill them. So your Scorching Rays, you can kill 6 of them at a time. Well, 3 for a Scorching Ray spell. Also, other things. But they can't climb out of the hole.
Well, they can't climb out of the hole. It's not bother them.
Yeah. They only do 1 damage if they hit you. They only have 1 hit point. So if you punch a break or you land on them, you'll temporarily take them out because they'll take a turn to regenerate. That's all they'll be able to do.
We turn around and nope out.
Yeah, you can see them. Look at them. There's 120 of them just crawling around on that. It's fun, Kiri. Kiri, don't you want to go back?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what's around the other corner.
You're a scat man. I don't. You see this, and look, you see the same chasm again. Yay!
Yeah, let's probably not risk going that way. That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah. So, Kiri, you've now uncovered the one of the big secrets is that there's a chasm here, and you are now becoming observed to the fact that there's an inner area that you haven't been to yet. Also, you can make out, hey, there's that other place where we've dropped a torch down.
Yay! Well, at least,
Yay.
well, the scientific process has gone through, and we've tested. They all float down here.
Yep, and ladder 1 leads you back to where you came from, so you want to take the inner ladder, ladder 2.
Well,
To see where
let's
that takes you.
go with ladder 2 and see where we go.
But you want to. It doesn't actually matter, so I'll just actually unveil. We're going to say you took blue because I.
Well,
like
it's
the
one or
color
the other.
blue. Yeah, or go back up and then go back around.
Oh, no.
Come on, guys, let's go back around. It'll be fun for the whole family. I don't. Oh, those really fresh eggs that Mom got were bleh.
Not so fresh.
Well, no, they're fresh. It's just that they don't taste very good. They've left a bad taste in my mouth ever since, because that's what I had to go. I used them and it's like, oh, they'll go nice with this. Oh no, they're just. I guess they're okay, but blah. It's how some certain eggs are like, oh, it comes down to basically what the chicken's been eating, etc.
Yep.
Flavor is based, yeah, and those ones just didn't taste that great. Anyways, here you are. So first up, I'll reveal down here. You can make. There you go. Oh, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Kiri, look, treasure.
Let's roll a second
Not
one.
just any treasure. Nope. Yep. No. There's a lot of treasure here.
Okay, let's see how many more there are.
There you go, Kiri. Look at that. 3 whole treasures.
Yeah.
Well, 4 actually, but yeah. So roll, Kiri. Those are the 4 treasures you can get pretty easily. So let's see. 23, 11, and 23 and 16. But it's just left a bad flavor in my mouth. And I can still taste it a bit, and I don't like that.
That's why I have tea.
I
I
have
find that
coffee
like the
right now.
loose leaf tea tends to be the nicer, stronger stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's what make generally because it's not been dried as much and stuff. There's various reasons for that. Anyways, oh hey, Kiri, you found 2 more of those jewels, so now you've got 3 jewels that are worth 150 silver.
Right.
And on 11 is a potion. We'll say that's a potion of healing to replace the one
Okay,
you
so
just
I have
spent.
one potion of healing.
And I'll say that the next one is another healing potion, so you have 2. And a scroll of unknown. So you have 6 scrolls of unknown.
Yep.
X. Look at that. There you go. And anyways, Kiri, here we go. So there you go. Which path are you gonna take? Or are you gonna go? You notice that basically, oh hey, I can go in deeper. Deeper.
The worst part is, I know we're not going to be able to do anything outside of going deeper. We got to go deeper in order to advance further. That's the scary thing. Which way? Which way?
Honestly,
Huh?
honestly, there are a few things you can
Go
do.
down the other ladders?
I mean, no, because you know where they'll
Yeah.
go. You could also jump into the cavern, kill
Nope.
yourself that way.
You're not suicidal.
You could also break open the things that are being dammed and basically flood the place with water.
That might drown us.
Yeah. You also know that there's that escape thing, but you also know that's where the god
Yeah.
sleeps. And you don't know about the gong yet. You'll figure that out after a day or two's passed. Because it's going to take that type of time before you realize, oh, there's a gong every hour to feed the god. Your characters will be like, oh, hey! And then you can plot out your plan to basically wait for the god to go to its daily or hourly feeding. Throw it when they watch it go down the hallway, go up the staircase, then sneak into its room. Then you could loot it because you know it'll be eating. And then you could be like, yay, and then we leave. Which is basically what will happen if you guys don't get one of the other ways out.
Yeah.
Or you don't die.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think that's what happened with Liz, is she basically snuck out while you guys were being chased.
Probably.
Like, we should Lana that she lived.
Well, looking around, perception check. I haven't done this at all this entire thing.
Decorator said
To be fair, because that's the best part, is Lana went up into that room, so she actually would have been there.
Yeah. I haven't never done this throughout the dungeon. Probably should have been doing it. A perception check for trap. It's probably something you should.
That's fine. Yeah, nothing weird. Anyways, here
Yeah.
we go. Are you ready? Boop. I'll do this, and I'll do this. And you can make out as another ladder here. And you can make out another ladder here. So you're guessing that basically this entire section is basically to go between an inner and outer section. So the mid section is basically to traverse between the inner and outer. It's basically just some long hallways. There are some tombs here. You pass by one. Here we go. I'll mark it on the map. Look. They have a little thing. See, look at that. Isn't that nice?
Okay, so that's a tomb. Okay.
I mean, there's tombs lining the walls.
All right. So this is just corpse. Nothing. No special.
Yeah. It's a corpse where remember the treasure ones are basically the corpses which had treasure that have broken open. This one is, there's a tomb here, but there's no treasure, and the ceiling's weak, and your characters are able to notice that it's DC 10. You can cause the ceiling to collapse if you want.
Nope. That makes noise.
Yeah.
Last resort.
Yeah. Basically, the thing they mentioned why you want to do that is because it actually gives you a D10 turns, because the god has to drag itself out of the rubble. It's basically a way to get you the chance to run away. But at the same time, I'm like, why? I can just, I can have the god Slasher teleport next to you.
Yeah.
Why would I want? I mean, the party can drop rubble on it. It's basically.
Yeah. So let's go up. Yellow. We shall go yellow.
Yay, yellow. Okay. Technically, it goes down. Yay. Does 3 actually do anything here? I'm checking because. No. Okay, so 3 is just goes all the way to the basement.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hey, more treasure. Roll D30. Oh my god! I think this is I think you picked the. I think you picked the wrong side. No, wait. Which side do you want? Uh, okay, you want to get over. Okay, yeah, look, yay!
Could you move map so we can see where I am?
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
kind of need that.
Yeah, here. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna reveal more of the map so you can see, because you'll be able to see this too. Because you'll eventually be able to plot out down here and go to these suns. So give me checks for the other other three caches, because you have the
So
chance to
3 of
go
them.
explore those. I mean, it's not like yep, three more D30s. Boo boo doo doo. You found the lost dildo of lawns. Hey, a D100 silver pieces. 85, nice.
So much loose change we're finding.
I mean, silver is good money by peasant standards. Oh, and then another D100 silver. 55. By peasant standards, you
Oh,
guys
very
are
much
rich.
so.
Hey, and then the 7 is 2 D100.
So plus 118 silver?
Yep. So now you're at 180 sorry, 580 silver, and then 12 is a potion, which will be a potion of unknown. Yeah, there we
Another
go.
potion of unknown. Good to know.
To be fair, they have a D12 potion for the that's why I talked about the uh, potion that lets you have double XP. There's one that makes it so you take half damage for the next 3 times you take damage. There's one that just heals you a D8. Uh, there's one that makes you glow like a lantern for 2d12
That sounds like a bad
turns.
idea.
Some of these are just like oh, there's also one that increases your strength modifier by 3.
For how long?
D4 turns. And then after it wears off, your strength modifier is decreased by -3 for that many hours. So
That's an
you temporarily
asshole
go to be
weapon.
+6. So for the next D4 rounds, you're like, I'm +6 for my strength mod. Ha ha ha. And then it's like wears off, and then you're like, I need the cocaine. I need the cocaine. I need my cocaine. Yeah, so you go around and basically pop all these open because you're like, oh, maybe on the other side there's something else. So you go to the other side and like, wow, this was an experience. And now everybody is confused. Where have you guys not gone?
Probably a lot of places.
To be fair, actually, yeah, there is some places you haven't gone. Technically, you haven't taken down. Let's go to map 1. You haven't taken some of the routes from the main path. Uh, Speaking of which, you guys will notice the gong going off. You'll see the god being fed and dragging the prey off. It's a sheep. And you see the sheep in the god's clutches as it pulls it. Uh, Basically, we'll say you guys are here
Yeah.
watching this, and you see the god drag it off down this way.
Okay, so it's going back to its room.
Yep. But places you haven't looked yet. Let me just look at the map. You guys haven't gone down.
Yeah, we were gonna go down here.
I'm gonna reveal. I was gonna say. Well, no, you've gone down there. That's what led down to the room 3. You haven't gone down this staircase that I just opened up, revealed the number for. I'm checking what other staircases you haven't gone down. Have you gone down 8? I think you've gone down 7. Have you gone down 8? 7. That's 8. And what about 9? You haven't gone down 9. Okay. This is one of the issues with this. Okay, so you haven't gone down that 9. You haven't gone down. So you haven't gone down in room 105, 106, and I think 109. Let me check.
I don't know. I think we came. Um.
Oh well, no, I'm looking by comparing the two maps. Oh, and you haven't gone into X10. Oh yeah, you definitely haven't gone down 8. Yeah, so you have 3 rooms, that 3 staircases you could take and test. Which staircase
All
do you
right.
want to
So,
test first?
which ones have we not gone down? Uh.
Uh,
Uh.
here, I'll ping them. Uh, over here, you haven't gone
Okay.
down this area,
Okay.
and this area.
Okay. Let's
I mean,
go
this thing is very
down.
dreadful, but then you remember that like you can just
Let's go
outrun the
down.
monster.
4.
4? Oh yeah, 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll move you guys over here. Yellow 4. Okay. So this one's actually boop, and then boop, boop. Where are you two? There you are. That's the secret path right out. You can see a room you can check out.
Why not?
What could be the worst that could happen? There could just be the chariot of
Well, that
unreality.
sounds really pleasant.
Actually, it can save your characters because it can do some bullshit stuff like teleport you out. But if your characters can't make checks, they could take damage or get thrown off. Or if they can't make checks to jump off at a certain point, what it states to do is to put the character sheets inside a vanilla envelope, randomly drop them in a park somewhere in your city, and then if somebody mails the sheets back to the GM, then this is actually in the set in the notes of the scenario. Then the GM is to give the players their characters back, give them 2 levels, and triple the XP from this session. So whatever EXP the party got, the people that did that that basically hang on to the chariot because you get teleported out of reality, and then you show up if somebody mails it back and you're like, "What the fuck just happened? What the fuck?"
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Anyways, this is 14. There's a small marble stopper plugged into the floor.
Does it look like there's anything around it?
No, just just a stopper in the middle of the room.
Let's keep that sealed, because that's probably a place where that slime could come in.
Well, you're not right and you're not wrong. What it does is it gives a +5 chance of the next encounter.
Okay, I
with
did
the
not
god.
expect that. I was thinking it's somebody may have like died here because they saw what happened and thing came up from a hole, so they thought to plug holes. I can't fault the logic there.
No, I understand. It makes perfect sense. What it is, it's actually it's a stopper to stop steam that whistles up from the 5th level that got destroyed, and that steam rises up and makes a whistling sound, which attracts the god to it. So they put a stopper in to basically make it so that sound wasn't distracting the god.
Oof.
It's literally, yeah. And if you pop it out, it basically attracts the god to you guys. Uh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's pleasant. Continue down here. You find this thing, which is basically just a pair of dead ends to
Oh,
fuck
we
with
also
the
got
party.
like a treasure.
You got more than one treasure. You guys get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! 4 treasures. Oh. So yeah, I want to point out that technically, because of just how things have gone, you guys haven't taken certain paths because it's just how things play
It's
out.
a frigging maze.
Yeah, it is. It's a maze, except the Minotaur in it is a slime, and the slime is only desires to eat you rather than Minotaur you. Okay, I'm gonna give you another healing potion because why the hell not? It's not like it will save you. Your healing potion. Oh, hey, you get another gem worth 150 silver
So that's
pieces and another scroll of X. You don't know what it is. And then 22 is a jewel worth 100 silver pieces.
Did I pick up one of those? I did not.
Yep, you haven't picked up one of those yet. And 29 is a jewel worth 2,500 silver. You can also put it in as basically cutting that in 10th to get the gold value. Yay, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Well, if somehow we make it out of this alive, we made some serious bank.
Yeah. Getting jewels is really nice. Yeah. Now, I could have you guys have to deal with the god, but honestly, like, the thing is, with the current positioning, you guys have 3 routes that the god could come in from. So you have 2 escape routes for one. And of course, the idea is that there's these 2 dead ends to fuck with players by basically being like, oh, if you go down these, you're fucked. Because they lead to nothing. They're the only dead ends. Because there are a few in the dungeon, but all the dead ends that are dead ends lead to treasure, except for those 2. They lead to nothing, just despair. Anyways, there's 11, and there's 11 again. Both are going down. Which do you want to take, green or yellow?
Let's go green.
Yay. Yay. Green served you well so far. It hasn't killed you yet. Yay. Okay. Boop. Yay, you found the cross section. Okay. Kiri, yay, there you go. So this is where things I'm going to just oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can go up 9, 12, or 10. Let's see if there's anything good in any of those. 10 leads over to 11 blue. 12 leads over to a treasure, and let's see, I think you finally get to the center. 12 finally let you get to the fucking center. Center, 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 center. Ooh, okay. No, I just not. Also, the reason why the chasm is called a death trap by somebody is because if you cross the chasm, the god just waits on the other side of it.
I was thinking where you just fall and die.
Well, more. So the basic idea is, I'm just going to. I think I'm going to end it here because there, as much as this was fun, just tormenting you a bit, and sometimes that is fun as a GM.
It'd be fun to be,
But
yeah, it'd
this
be
was
also
also
be more
just showing
fun to
off
torment more than just me.
one that, yeah. I mean, also this was specifically told to be a torment. You guys all knew that coming in. I wasn't trying to just be a
I know.
douchebag for the sake of being a douchebag. It was like,
And you mentioned
hey,
you
here's
referenced
why
Tomb of Horrors,
old
hence
school
I'm going, okay, be paranoid.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let's see. No, I don't want to pull that up. I want to reveal. Here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna start talking about some things. Most notably, uh, one of the
Would you like me to stop recording?
uh, No, we can talk about this because this is
Okay.
important to the recording too. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones that were on the other side of the cavern that you would get to eventually. Let's see, how many more did you guys not get? Let's see. So that's 7. There's uh, 8, 9 because you ran past 2 because you were running away from the monster. There's one at the dead end. That's 10. And is there any of the first 4 that you missed? There's the 5 around the god, so that's 15. You missed 1 when you were running from the god another time, so that's 16. So yeah, there's 16 more treasure caches potentially to get.
You know what? For the sake of
But those
just
are,
for shits
those,
and giggles, you want me to roll a 16d30?
no, because they're just going to be stuff. But so those are the treasure caches. Now let's actually talk about the rooms. Of course, most of the rooms are basically ways to trigger the god. So basically, that's the entire thing of this. It's avoid the god. So when your characters are running downstairs, you either want to, not run, which means don't take a double action. That's basically the entire thing. It basically says if you take a double move down the stairs, you have a chance of failing and slipping, which makes sense because there's all that slime. I think that's still dickish, but it makes sense. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is just a shitty way to punish players. Uh, the first room because of the singing, which gives you a slight penalty. The footprints room is basically
The possible DM, yeah,
a
the
red herring
DM,
that does.
the one that you just walk into a wall, not the magic one.
Yeah, yeah. The non-magic one does nothing. The magical one can actually really benefit you because it can teleport you right into the god's chamber if the party is running from the god. So you can basically just avoid the god and be like, I'm free. But at the same time, that also mean which can basically save a player like Lindis, who walked into the god's chamber and was able to just walk out. Uh, uh, let's see what else. There's the fruit, which is basically just a weird thing that doesn't make much sense what's there. There's 3 prison cells that you can find. Uh, uh, each of the prison cells has a terracotta statue of an obese person. Uh, let's see. Yeah, here we go. There's 3 curses. Basically, each of the statues gives a curse when you touch them. There's Mother May I, Mother Forget Me Not, and Mother Knows Best.
What do they do?
Uh, the Mother May I basically means that all your allies have to come to a consensus before you can take an action while they're around. So basically, if all the party was there and one of the party ran off, like Lindis was still split, you know, your character would not be able to move because they'd basically have to wait for Lindis to come meet up with everybody else because the group has to make a consensus. That's
boy.
Mother May I. So if you say, "Can I attack this guy?" everybody has to agree that you attack this thing or do this action. If one of the players is not there and you know they can see you or do something like Lindis was in the first few steps, your character would have just sat there and been eaten by the monster. So if the party re-met up, you can get fucked that way. Forget Me Not.
Yeah, these all are gonna screw us over badly.
Oh, wait, yeah. This curse will require the player to always remember the name of any character or creature whose name has already been given.
Oh boy.
Yeah. If the player forgets the character's name, basically, if you forget an NPC's name or an ally's name, you lose a point of Constitution.
Oh gods.
Basically, forgetting people makes you, slowly die. And it notes to track out of character stuff, and then you total up and give the player, the penalty at the end of the session.
Lordy.
So, if you ask somebody their name, that's one tick. So, it can kill you. The only way, if you break the statue, the curse is permanent. Otherwise, the only way to remove it is via, remove curse. And then Mother Knows Best. And basically, Mother Knows Best is 3 times per session, the GM can roll a d6. Basically, if I roll a 6, then I get to decide your action for that turn. So I basically just roll a d6, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you do this. It notes that if the third attempt is always considered a 6. So you roll 3d6 at the beginning of the session, and then it's like, oh, I rolled 2 6s. So basically, 3 times per the session, I could be like, nope, you do this. Or, so basically, there's always one action per session where your character just does something that is under GM control. One of the ladders is covered in bells. It's a ladder that you guys never went across, but it's just covered in bells that there's just too many. It notes that there's at least 5 bells a rung. So, considering, how many rungs a ladder can have. So, that's, and it's a 50-foot thing between each floor. That's, hundreds of bells. So you just can't get rid of them. So that one basically gives a boost to the god showing up. The room 209, which you guys didn't get to, has a gem in a mirror. To get to the gem, you have to shatter the mirror.
Yep.
Shattering the mirror causes everyone in the room to take a d6 damage,
God.
no save. And it gives a +3 to the next encounter chance with the god.
Oh boy.
If you try and grab the gem out of the mirror, you get teleported into it. You can be pulled out by an ally. If they shatter the mirror instead, you're killed instantly, and the gem pops out. And the gem's value is multiplied by whatever your level is +1. So the gem's normally like 5,000 silver, so it becomes like a 15,000 silver. Yay! But it's only the first person or the most recent. So only here we go. It's 1,500 silver pieces. Times only times the level, not times the level +1. So it would have been worth 3,000 if one of you went into the mirror and died. The only way to escape the mirror is to destroy the gem, thus losing its value. There's the Chariot of Unreality.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah. Again, if the player uses it for 5 rounds, their character sheet is supposed to be put in a vanilla envelope, deposited somewhere in the city with, please mail to this address, along with $1. If somebody actually does it, then the characters come back along with getting the 2 levels and
Like triple experience.
Triple experience based on how much money. Because remember, it's based on how much gold you guys got away with. So let's say you guys made 5,000 gold, you'd instantly jump to level 4 and then get, 5,000 gold equals 5,000 EXP. So you get 15,000 EXP. So lots of stuff. While riding on the chariot, you have to make a dex save each round, or you take a d4 damage. The person that controls the chariot has to make a wisdom save at the second round and the fourth round of using the chariot. If they fail the wisdom save, a summoned monster shows up to attack the party after they get off the chariot. So basically, it because it's going into some other reality, a Cthulhu shows up.
Sounds fun.
Uh, if you go for 4 rounds, one magic item on the chariot loses its magical consistency. So, that's fun. Everybody on board the chariot at round 5 has to make a save versus paralysis. Anybody that fails it is paralyzed. And they take 1d4 damage. So basically, at the 5th round, you've taken potentially up to 6d4 if you keep failing all the saves. And then after the 5th round, if you've been paralyzed, or you failed the check at round 3, which makes it so you can't leave the chariot, on round 6, you are put in the envelope and mailed off. Because that makes
Yeah.
sense, because that's what you do to
You mentioned
avoid,
there was like an instant death trap. What was that trap?
I'm looking for. Oh, by the by, every round the chariot moves. When you're out on the open ground, the chariot moves a d100 miles. So basically, if you use it for only 1 round, it moves you 1 d100 miles. But that means if you use it for those 5 rounds, you can potentially move a truly ridiculous distance. So it's basically a douchey version of the boot of 7 leagues. And then the chariot's gone after you do one use of it. Oh, ooh. If the paralysis, so if you fail 2 saves, so the paralysis one that freezes you and the just general D4 one, and you take 8 damage from it, your character starts laughing insanely. So one of the instant kills is called the book.
What does the book do?
So basically, each page of the book, there's 16 pages that can be found. Each of the pages causes something. It gives you a bunch of spells, even if you're not a spellcaster. It gives you things like being able to be lighter, basically featherfall, but all the time. Basically, as you gather more pages of the book, bad things happen. Uh, One of the things is once you have 8 pages for the book, uh, all wizard spell books around you just start failing.
Hmm.
At 10 signatures, any love letters convey indifference. Basically, the written word around you gets corrupted into nonsense. Spell scrolls become worthless. So, yeah.
So
Just a
keep
fun
them.
thing. At 12 signatures, the book becomes self aware.
So it becomes a Horcrux.
Kind of. At 13 pages, all maps only lead to locations of where the other pages are of the book. You can only get, I think, 10 pages, which basically is just a way to fuck you from getting spell scrolls. If you get a bunch of scrolls, suddenly all your scrolls are now worthless. They don't provide any value. Uh, and now you have a book that's trying to tell you to, collect my pages. Yes, yes, mortal. This one isn't the death trap, but at 14 pages, it gets really crazy. Literally, the universe starts to say fuck no to this book. And it causes a major earthquake. So massive high Richter scale earthquake and hurricanes once a month.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Because the planet's trying to destroy the book. At 15, it shifts the North Pole a D100 times a D20 miles. So potentially 1 mile, which isn't much because, it wobbles already like that. Or, no, a nice, healthy. That's healthy. A nice healthy 2,000. Yeah. Basically, it just and at 16, its effects spread and cover the entire planet. So basically, all written word on the planet is just fucked with. And yeah, it's basically an apocalypse engine that they just threw into this. That it can cause the apocalypse because I think all 16 pages are in this dungeon. Yeah, it's just a big fuck
Oh
you.
boy.
You can collect all the pages. It's not a instant death. It's more of a, hey, this book that you got that's super. It's also a spell book, obviously, but it's a nonsense spell book. It provides a bunch of really unique spells that are actually kind of garbage, and I don't know why anybody would keep it. It's a James Racky thing of, hey, here's an apocalypse thing that's just randomly thrown in. It's almost like the Lamentations of the Flame Princess setting is really garbage, really shitty, and really spiteful towards players, characters, and anyone that's alive. Anyways, yeah, that's the book. Uh, there's and then there's the upgrade. So this one's just a dick bag move. What it is you can put 4 silver coins into the 4 corners of the room. So one into each corner, and it turns those 4 silver coins into a gold coin.
Hmm.
So effectively, normally it's 10 silver for a gold. Instead, you're getting, 4 silver for a gold. Uh, but unknown to the players, it makes a sound that only the god can hear that gives a +2 chance that the god will come to this room. So basically, you roll, and if the players, oh hey, uh, basically every hour the players spend in that room, you roll again and again, because the sound. Uh, and if they open a treasure cache recently and the god hasn't shown up, or they have the sonar, you can basically be like, oh yeah, fuck you. It's just again one of those fuck yous. The Uber monster shows up. You can't kill it. Run away. Uh, oh yeah, there's also a spear that you can find here.
Okay.
It can target ghosts.
Neat.
Uh, it makes it so that you gain resistance to divine magic while holding it. And it shifts your alignment one towards chaotic. And it means that you can't multi-class in cleric. But it can actually hurt the god. It's one of the few things in this thing that can hurt the god. Like, it actually can kill the god.
Mayberry
Now, the
said,
thing
"Whoop,
is,
cowardice."
you need to do 90 damage to the god with a spear, so you're doing 1d8 plus your strength modifier, so, +3 or +4. So poke, poke, poke. Uh, you got to get through 90 HP. If you're rolling low, that's going to take 22 rounds. I mean, sure, your average is, 12 rounds, but still,
Mayberry said, "Screw these
it's
peasants.
not
I'm going to
a
go burn down that church."
reliable method. But yeah, there's a spear here that can actually help you kill the god in one of the rooms.
And of course, we didn't find it.
Yeah. Actually, that's the thing. It's to get to it, you have to find a secret door. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. It's in 213. Yeah, it's in the 213. No. Yeah. So 212, 210, and 211. The book is in a secret room. So is the chariot, and so is the spear. So basically, 2 of those items kill your characters, and 1 of them helps them. And to get it, you need to find a secret door, the only one that you
Mayberry
actually
said,
have
and
to
thus
roll
many
for.
burning hands were cast
I'll
upon the
reveal it on the
evil
map,
churchmen,
actually.
and probably very few
So,
people
Kiri,
rejoiced.
Right over here.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. So basically, the chasm is over here. You look at it, see, and see these letters. These are all the basic. These are basically items that are stored. They're dangerous artifacts. This temple was used to store dangerous artifacts, along with being a crypt. And one of the dangerous artifacts, basically, if you make the DC 20 perception check, you can find, hey, a secret door that leads to the spear, and the book, and the chariot, and yeah. Also, all those dangerous artifacts are just bullshit. um, let's see. Um, the B one has a D4 pages of the book.
Oh boy.
So B. So notice how there's two B's. Both of those have a D4 pages
Okay.
of the book. So that's plus there's a page of the book in the book room. So that's at least 9 pages. So it notes to re-roll once.
Okay.
Yeah. So potentially you can get 9 pages of that book from just that. Because that's fun. Reality ending stuff. There's a book that gives you the ability to change your character called The Secret of Self Change.
Now, is that something that's involuntarily applied to you, or can you choose not to have that happen?
The Secret of Self Change, you can choose to apply it to you. Basically, what it is there's certain things that you can. It basically is you trade one for something. Like let's go with aggression. You can increase your attack bonus by 1, but that lowers fortification, which is your natural armor. So it basically makes your natural armor -1. So 1 lowers your AC, 1 raises your attack bonus. Power increases your strength, but lowers your dexterity. So basically, there's various ways you can basically just. It's ways to fuck with your stats. Wealth is actually hilarious. It makes it so that any money you get gets 5% more value for you. So yeah, but only as long as it's only for you. So you find a gem worth 100 gold, it's actually worth 105 for you. But wealth's opposite is respect, which is your charisma score. So for that 5% more, your charisma goes down by 1. Yeah, it's basically a way to be like, oh hey, you want to boost your attack roll? Sure, here you go. Or there's experience, which is the most douchey. It for every because you can take this up to a +10. So I'll give myself a +10 to aggression. So your attack bonus is now +10. But you now have a -10 natural armor.
Yay.
There's Yay. Oh, there's also a book called The Deadliest Poison.
Please tell me, does it
Are you
actually
ready?
kill me, or is it just like an actual...
Yeah, it kills you. So what it is The Deadliest Poison is a book that is full of the concept of poison. And it basically makes you comprehend fully the concept of poison, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And it basically causes the character to die. You have to read Draconic. If your character reads it long enough, 5 rounds, they die. It's worth
So what
500
happens if they
silver.
don't speak Draconic? Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah. There's a sandalwood box. It's called What's in the Box? It's in E. Let's see what's in it.
All I can say is I'm...
Oh yeah. If you open the box, you get transported to the moon.
So instant death there.
No, you're transported to the city on the moon.
But
It's basically a reference to Lovecraft and the Migo. They're the ones that put people's brains in jars.
So that's gonna be a miserable experience.
Yeah. There's also some references to, the Dark Young, which are the tree ones, the ones that look like trees. So you're basically just stuck on the moon, and you'll probably die. But yeah, the Migo need atmosphere technically too. They're this weird fungus fly. There's a clay urn called Not Slowly You Rot. Basically, if you sprinkle it on a corpse, it causes the corpse to instantly rot away, but it also then turn returns the person as a ghost. So you can basically make ghosts with it. Let's see, what else does it do? It spoils any food that gets too close to it. So just ruins things.
Eh. So what happens if you throw it at like a sheep? Does it just like immediately start decaying a living sheep?
No, probably starts decaying the meat of the sheep once it dies.
That's annoying.
So otherwise, it would start decaying you immediately too. Yeah. There's 8d20 applications of it, and it notes that there may be a way to use this to make yourself immortal. It doesn't note any actual way to make yourself immortal, just says that as a sidebar on the urn. It doesn't actually have any rules for that. So it's basically just a way to make the players eat the ash, which causes any food they eat for the next day to be spoiled so they don't get any nutrients from it. Basically, it's a way to make it so that the players start to starve because they get stuck in the dungeon and they can't eat their food, or their food starts going bad. Uh, Also, if you use any of the ash, it immediately makes any potions the party is carrying, all of them roll a d100, and if a 25 or lower is rolled, the potion is destroyed. It just loses its magical potency. So, just a bunch of your potions can get destroyed because you found this ash that turns corpses into angry ghosts. Yeah, nothing else about it. There's a golden pin in G. It's worth 500 silver pieces because it's made of solid gold. It's a little needle. If you prick somebody, it causes a growth to appear at them. Uh, yeah, here's where we get to the thing. Basically, this needle causes you to grow a tumor.
Oh boy.
Theory. Yeah, it causes 1 damage to remove it successfully with a medicine check, even if you are able to heal it, and you can't heal that last 1 damage until you take a long rest. If you don't get the growth removed after if 3 days passes, then you take a d6 damage per day. So 3d6. So when it gets removed, you take 3d6 that you can't heal until you take a long rest because you're getting a tumor removed.
Yay.
If the growth is removed, it will plop free, grow legs, and a beaked maw. It has AC 12 and has 2d8 for its hit dice. And that's for every 3 days it was able to grow. So if it grew for a whole week, it would have 4 hit dice. So 4d8. Its bite is 1d4, and for every week, beyond the first 3 days. So at 10 days, it becomes a D6, and so on and so forth. It cannot communicate, manipulate objects, or do much else besides kill. So basically, you get a tumor that when cut free becomes a Cthulhu
Oh,
and
joy.
attacks you. There's another portion of the book, so that's 10 pages. There's a plant that if you feed it 1 HP worth of blood, so cut yourself over it, it grows lush. The fruit it produces counts as 1 day's worth of rations. But to continue to stay healthy, the plant needs to be left out in sunlight. Otherwise, it goes back to what that is. So you need to keep it out in the sun, or you can basically, carry it around and basically store it in your pack, pull it out, feed it some blood every now and then, and you get a full day worth of rations. I is a penny for your thoughts. Oh yeah, a penny for your thoughts. Here's what it does. Basically, whoever is the person that first takes the gold coin, your memories are the ones that get etched onto the gold coin until you sell the gold coin to somebody. You use it to buy something, or you die. And then the moment you die, or you use the gold coin to buy something, that person gets all your memories up until that point.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Nothing else. Yeah, it just basically is like if you're an elf, suddenly your elf like 50 years later spends this gold coin, and this poor human's just got 50 years of elf memories. It's like, what the fuck? Uh, there's the gate, which is a thing which, if read, makes it so every party member, when they go near a door, has a 1% chance. So roll a d100. On a 1, the doorway that you're going near turns into a gate. It teleports you into space. That's basically, if anybody, so let's say Ty reads the book, everybody nearby now has to deal with that 1% chance if Ty fails a wisdom save. It's not you all make a wisdom save, it's the person reading the book. The book is worth 1,500 silver, and the only way to destroy the portal is to destroy the door frame. So, for example, that could lead to, if you go near the exit, suddenly you're like, oh, hey, here's the exit. Nope. Now it's a portal to space, and you die if you go through it. And the only way to stop it is to break the door. And thus, cause that landslide to fill it in. Uh, oh, yeah, here's a great one. We Are the Lost. So it's a book that basically says it will let you escape from anything. Are you ready for the cost?
I'm going to take a ballpark of 10,000 silver.
No, it's worth a lot of silver too. Yes, but no, We Are the Lost doesn't actually have a value, but it lets you escape from anything, so you can use it to get out of the dungeon.
Yes.
But it takes 1d4 plus 1 times longer. So if it would take you like 6 hours to climb out of the dungeon, it takes you 12 hours instead.
Oh, shit.
It consumes all the rations you have on you, so all your rations are gone. By the by, I want to note that that's important because all the rations in town that your party can buy are drugged. So even if you get out of town, like all the rations are drugged, so they can throw you back in. That's actually one of the ways that if you guys decide to just say, "Oh no, we're not going to go into the pit," the townsfolk basically, throw a feast and drug you because they're immune to the drug. Uh, and then you get drugged and you wake up in the pit. Also, every player rolls a D100. That's the percent of their HP they lose, rounding up. So, that could potentially just KO a bunch of the party. So all of a sudden, all of you pop out of this pit. You're all, or, like you say, okay, our destination is back to the guy that hired us his house, castle. Well, it took you 3 days to get here, and it's going to take you a day to get out. That's 4 days. You roll a 4, plus 1, 5. 20 days later, you show up outside of his castle, and you're all half starved, injured, bruised, and beaten, with no food on you. Because it teleports you basically, but it's a slow teleport.
Yay.
Yay! Oh wait, the book's worth nothing. There's a universal solvent. It's worth 1,000 silver. Roll a d6 to see what the universal solvent does. It can turn an object invisible. It can basically make it so something constantly screams. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that one is actually not bad, except for the fact that one of the effects is basically it doesn't actually act like a glue or as a dissolvent. It instead just causes whatever it's been applied to scream.
Yeah, that's a great way.
So it
Yeah,
hums really
yeah, that's
loudly.
good. That's good.
Uh, one of them is it shrinks the object it is applied to a quarter of its size. So basically, it lowers you one size category. And this thing can be applied to living characters. So you could potentially apply this to your elf, and then your elf's small. Your elf's now a gnome. One of them is, by the by, 5 is, turns out the universal solvent, it actually makes it so the character becomes super flammable. You gain a vulnerability to fire, so you take double fire damage.
Oh boy.
And whenever you get close to an open fire, you have to roll a reflex save, or you catch fire. 'Cause that's fun. There's another portion of the book, so we're at 12 pages, so the book can now be sentient. There's a blood diamond worth 500 silver pieces. Here we go. There's a tablet next to it, a little stone tablet that notes how to do sacrifices. When you sacrifice a person, if they're a level 0 peasant, they increase the diamond's value by 10 silver. If they're an adventurer, they increase its value by 100 silver per level. So basically, your level is worth 10 gold. Yay! To this diamond. So, if you murder everybody in town, all like 500 people, you can make this thing worth an extra 5,000 silver. It really, that's about it. It's just a diamond that's worth a lot of money that you can just sell as a diamond and destroy the tablet and be like, yeah, let's not mention the blood sacrifice part. There's an agent called the Thickening. It will basically turn anything you pour into it into Jello, basically. You can use it on even a river or a lake. So you can temporarily turn any lake you want into Jello. It lasts for D4 days. It of course will kill everything in the water because
Yeah.
You can also feed the pot to a living character, which will kill them because it will turn their blood into gelatin and all their water into gelatin.
What would happen if it was fed to the god?
It increases its hit dice by times 10. So it goes from 90 to 900 HP.
Oh gods.
Yeah. It's because, it's already a gelatin creature. So you're basically just giving it the ability to
Giving
suck
it a
in more
sensory
mass.
bean.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. And there's more of these. There's the death rattle.
Well, it's getting kind of.
Oh yeah. Wait. Here we go. There's a few more. So there's the death rattle. It makes it so that if you roll a 75 or higher on a D100, you gain the maximum number of HP for your hit dice for every level from now on. But if you don't get that 75 or up, you die. So shake this rattle, make the check, which is a luck check basically. Make it, you get a power boost. You fail it, and you just die. There's also a toad that can lead you to one of the secret exits. The toad can speak to you telepathically. It's in a jar. The toad basically tells you, what do you want to know? You can ask it any question, and then the toad will give you an answer. You can put a new toad into the jar because the old toad disappears after you after you use the first one, and you can basically get more info. So basically it's a ask a question. But every time you ask a question, your character becomes more toad-like. Basically, it turns you into a toad person.
Ugh.
Yeah. But on the other side, it's one of the ways to get out of the dungeon because you can ask for knowledge of the dungeon and it will get you out. There's the excrement of the Minotaur.
Oh boy.
So, few things. It lasts for 2d6 turns. You apply the excrement, it's his urine. You apply it, and for the next 2d6 turns, you know the labyrinth. So you basically know where all the secret exits are. So you can basically by snorting Minotaur urine, you can get the party out.
Yeah, that's like a Sierra logic. That's
But
like a Sierra Adventure Games leap of logic for someone to even try doing that.
Yep. By the by, there's a 1% chance every time you use it that your character turns into a Minotaur.
Would you still keep the same mental stats, or would you lose?
There's a chance that you will. It notes that you get a wisdom save at the end of 2d4 weeks. But wait, here's the I think here's my favorite part. Even if the character fails the check, he can still at least refill the jars. Because yes, we want to have the ability to use Minotaur urine to be able to navigate labyrinths. That's what I want when I play D&D. I want the one player that turned into a Minotaur because he snorted Minotaur urine. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, Kiri. Like, if you guys had actually gotten to that, I would have been like, "Hey, it's a fine yellow powder because it's like 2,000, 3,000 years old. It's not going to be." And then I would have basically made it a joke of like, "Oh yeah, it smells awful, but it's also got some magical property." And then Arcana checks, "Oh, it will help you get out of the labyrinth." But you also know that potentially bad effects. And then I would have been like, oh yeah, whoever takes it turns into a minotaur. So I would have just been like, whoever took it turns into a minotaur immediately. So one of you is just a minotaur. That was one of the things I was hoping to do. I was just going to make it so rather than being a 1% chance per use, because the idea is you're supposed to take multiple doses to try and get out. Because you're a minotaur, you can only move it like 15 feet around because you have to navigate the the entire party. And it notes that from that room it takes at least uh, 22 rounds, which means you have to take at least 3 doses. And every dose doubles the chance that it happens. So first it's a 1, then it's a 2, then it's a 4%. There's a scroll that it's the scroll that's the derogatory one that basically claims, hey, this group commits blood sacrifices. They don't, but someone will publish it if you sell it, and it will get that group ostracized by its community and in trouble. And basically, you can by selling this just fuck over people. There's the man shoe, which is basically a horseshoe for people. It lowers your movement speed to 10 feet around, but also means you can't trigger pitfalls, tripwires, or pressure plates. And you're not affected by difficult terrain. Uh, uh, there's the hypothesis of nature of reality, because god damn, there are so many of these things. Why the hell? You have to make an int save every night if you want to get a long rest. Basically, you get one of these random effects. One of them is, again, int save to be able to make long rests. Or you always have disadvantage on stealth checks. Or if you're rolling for random monsters in a random encounter, you re-roll if you rolled below average. So you just keep re-rolling until you get above average. So basically, every encounter is a hard encounter. And every night you go to sleep, a D4 items from your pack go missing. So you could wake up every morning and you slowly are losing silver pieces, or gold, or other things. There's a group of toy miniatures that look like they're in Roman battle garb. So there's 2,000 of them. And there's a little leader toy. While you hold the leader toy, you can command the other toys to attack. And they have 1 HP and can do 1 damage. And basically, they swarm over a guy, and basically it's like, it takes a while to kill them all because they swarm. But, a burning hand to take care of them. There's the Curse of the Blood, which is basically, it's another blood ritual. If you sacrifice X individual, you get a bonus. Sacrificing a sister means that you need half the amount of food. Sacrificing a brother gives you a natural armor. Sacrificing, it's basically just a bunch of kill a family member, get a bonus. And it's like, wow, that's horrific and awful. Why the fuck is this existing? Also, if you said that your character was an orphan, turns out that's a lie, and there's actually the GM is to roll, and there's a 50% chance each of your parents is alive, 25% chance one of your grandparents is alive for each of the 4. So basically, it turns out you actually do have family, because fuck you. You don't get to go away without anything. And then the final item is the ring.
And what is the ring?
It gives you a +3 armor bonus to your AC.
Any other side effects?
It spoils all food within 10 feet of the wearer.
Wow.
And I want to now note that the man shoes make it so you don't need to eat. So together, if you combine the ring and the man shoes, your character can actually get some majorly good bonuses. Except for the fact that, your movement speed is now 10
Yeah.
feet. So, yeah. So there's exactly one good magic item in this thing. And it still shifts your alignment one step towards chaotic.
Yeah.
And that's a James Ragsley adventure. That's Lamentations of the Flame Princess. And that's an old school dungeon design. And that's why we don't play those type of things and why you don't play dungeon crawls, because it's that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fun. Let's go out and get some dinner. Have a good one. And just, again, another reminder. Yeah, tomorrow's Neo's game. Right. I saw the message. Okay.
I know.
Have a good one.
See you later.